Dexter fumbles the jump, was trying to get early control of Short, will have to go the long way round. JL this time much more brave, respects the incendiary, fires off a shot almost deliberate to show presence, and it's forced Dexter over early. CT's re-smoke mid. NAVI flying their flag in with full mid control.
Yeah, just this pattern of smokes they've been throwing more often than not. It leaves so many questions of what the opener or finish is for NAVI. Redeploy of the window smoke means they only have one more to operate with in the hands of Immer. Something will boost an individual up into the window. That'll be JL. Parks himself deep next to the bricks.
Nuts has lost the nade. Covers it. The USP bullet onto the table.
They've evacuated window completely, so they have to know it's an option.
Start their progressions. Shush first test. He's been having a quiet half on this CT side, and a missed shot from Wonderful. Shush overlooked completely. No! No! Oh no, Heroic. They need a hero. It has to be Tessus, but again he's caught with a nade in his hands. It's falling through their fingers once more. Hard to watch. As NAVI, they have hit a stride now, playing like the world number one.
Just kicks in the in-game leader, 1v5, a completely impossible task. And as mentioned, NAVI with their best half of Counter-Strike in the series so far. And it's not too late. We're going to a break. NAVI, one half away from the grand final here in IEM Rio for 2024.
Counter-Strike separates us from our first grand finalists here in Rio. Intel Extreme Masters 24 and Heroic. They have been on the upswing, but they've met NAVI in this third map, and it is truly NAVI. 8 rounds on their first T side. Now we swap sides. Heroic going to have to match that. I'm joined by Chad Sponge Birchall. My name's Machine, and this is the final half of play.
It's definitely been an upswing of form for Heroic and IEM Rio. We've discussed there's something in the water for this org, and well, especially Tessus and Shush. NAVI had to dig deep in talking about the fatigue of this team. NAVI are running on fumes.
He had a real chance there just to draw early blood, disrupt the Heroic plan. Perhaps he has, just by being able to relay that information. He keeps poking, he keeps prodding, and he has delivered, or at least bit in combination. What was that from Wonderful? 2 clicks to the USP, cleared out, owned. NAVI zipping up body bags left and right. Dexter's the only one left. He refuses to be a victim, takes at least one, but he is surely going to go down eventually. Takes their sweet time about it. Double kill for him. It's the Wonderful one we missed.
And this is the sign of class we were talking about for the world #1 team like NAVI. When this roster came together, right, Wonderful comes in for Simple. You're thinking, well, what's happened here? You're not getting output from the individuals. Bit doesn't look like he wants to learn English or be there. Right, then over this lengthy period of time under Blade's tutelage, the combination of the brain trust. Now, these are the easiest Wonderful's going to get. Shots to the back of the head. They're able to have the deepest system in Counter-Strike at the moment, and they're reaping the rewards. The major, everyone thought, oh, we get another one of those fluke majors, do we? Well, they're making good of it through the middle patch, and now looking to the tail end of 2024.
And they're playing better CS than the one they were winning the major with.
And we're getting more from the individuals now that everybody understands what they can and can't do within the system, the moves they need to make. Those liberties have been taken. We've had massive JL moments. Same for Imma. Bit has a map. Wonderful can pop off on the AWP. Alexi calling up a storm. And now what should be a freebie against the full eco. They waltz out middle.
बेबी की स्किन का सवाल है, मामा तो मांगेगी प्रूफ। मामा अर्थ मिल्की सॉफ्ट बॉडी लोशन, मेड सेफ सर्टिफाइड। इसमें है ओट्स और मिल्क प्रोटीन की नेचुरल गुडनेस, जो बेबी की स्किन को नरिश करे ताकि वो रहे सॉफ्ट और सपल। मामा अर्थ है प्रूफ, तभी मामा अप्रूव्ड।
Fans of every age, all unified in a celebration of Counter-Strike and, of course, in anticipation of Furia making it to the semi-finals with Fallen in the roster. They're very excited for a bit of Brazilian Counter-Strike history to unfold in our second semi-final. We need to find out who they'll be playing, the winner of that second semi. NAVI making a strong case for it, but the guns are out for Heroic, Chad.
Yeah, and JL in this map, he's definitely gone and found himself. Dust2 was rough. This one, he's just been surging, looking for fights, and here he is again.
Yeah, he can do a lot with this. TSS clearing through, instant reaction, deletes him. Alexi B's are already on notice on B. He has Wonderful in support, but with such low HP, it's awkward. And TSS makes it even more so by catching Imet. NAVI needs something to change, and it is there. Dexter goes down empty-handed onto Wonderful, and he didn't do any damage. TSS, he's doing it on his own right now. A triple kill, activates for the flank. Wonderful deals with him, but still Wonderful overlooking the potential. How's he done that? Wonderful gets a triple. Kingston should finish it, and it puts it onto Bit, but he's been handed a more manageable clutch than he anticipated.
Yeah, without a kit, still going to give this one a look.
Kid in front of him. And awkward off angle to clear. No, yeah, nails it. Perfect from Heroic in order to just show that they're not going to bow out of this final map.
Everyone should look down the line and thank Tessus right there for a massive performance. And you can see the pressure that Wonderful was under. I think that's why it was so impressive that he was able to get kill after kill. Had to worry about short, then the abs, then the flank was on, then knew his position. You see those bullets whistle past. That's how he knows, hey, the jig's up. We're going to have to dance on a dime. But it will force NAVI down to an eco. We're going to take the save. Next round, with the 1900, they should be able to get the buy. Wonderful, showing frustrations. He can get the AWP out next round. He's going to find himself close to 6k.
Oh, look at the damage.
A couple of dinks there, huh?
Yeah, you know what? Softened up for the Deagle if he ever gets a chance to pull the trigger of it. Alexi and JL equipped with those, and Wonderful too finds his headshot onto Shush, but the bodies are dropping. Dexter's flashed and will go down to JL, so it's getting a little bit more costly than they would have liked. One stray USP bullet could have brought down Tessus, but Imma not to know. Smoke now faded, and I mean, I guess best case he gets another kill or finds a rifle.
Yeah, just hang around, be annoying, right? You have this lead, which is about to close to just 4 rounds. As mentioned, though, the guns will come out into the next, and I think they had a little bit extra cash than normal. They didn't go into a force fight. Normally with the 1400, you see most teams go into that, right? But they have to get themselves ready in RERUN. So AWP for Wonderful. He's even got armor. JL with another good map, right? He was very quiet. The stages on Dust2. He was really struggling over towards B.
Yeah, he really did.
That first half was tough.
Tough defense.
For Alexi, he's operating with an MP9 again on the B defense. So let's see, is there a change in the CT stance? Heroics need to put a couple of these together and they can draw this right back into contention. Dexter, he's gone over towards B with the AWP. Might try and find Alexi on. No, they're worried about the underpass push. And, well, for good reason. A defensive smoke has been deployed. Joe needs to get out of there. That incendiary not deep enough. Tessus gets mid-box control. Second one, not good either.
Well, that's not going to cost them initially. Wonderful still seems posted on the potential. Aware that smaller incendiaries does give often gaps.
It's starting to get louder in the arena. The players will be noticing that. It's not for them. The ambience is growing.
Ooh, goes for the one tap. That's a warning shot. JL.
Look at the toe, seen him.
He spots him. Now reveals the AWP. Wonderful fires off a shot towards Testes. Will smoke out window. Nertz comes through under late. Imet to receive him. Another use of Navi smokes. They are delaying them. They're keeping the walls from the door, but there's a timer on this.
Oh, head to head.
Good timing on that boost, though. He's in a powerful angle. Will we get the orb peeking into him first? Imet catching Testes is big. Oh no! Wonderful lets it go. Lets it slip. Can't hit the shot. Shush has broken the door. He's made his way into the site. Alexi B tested. Long range fight. Can't seem to convert his kicks, and there's another in the apps. Dexter spotted out. JL sees him. JL kills him. And now Nerds left alone in a 1 versus 4. Then he quickly makes 3, but there's an AWP to get past, and he's only got 20 seconds to do it. There's nothing here for Nerds. Eats the flashbang. Closing the gap, doing everything he can, and Alexi B puts a pin in it. Makes 11 a reality.
I don't know exactly how Emma gets the initial kill there. I think he must have played through the connector smoke, or it was cleared, one of the two. Hyper fixated on what was going on towards B, but it takes the potency out of the B split. Wonderful missing that kill is a huge problem if Emma wasn't able to draw one early. So you see it in the kill feed there. Alexi gets the jump on Shush, and then it's just about him staying alive. JL spotted the comms and be crazy for Heroic in that moment. Alexi flicks to the final, the slow-mo making it look pretty. Saw hits the big red button, third tactical timeout called. Money starting to wane for Heroic. 3 AKs, 2 Tech 9s, light on. There needs to be, I think it's going to be something heavily team-based, right? Like I think maybe just a standard A execute. You do either a cat smoke or a window smoke just to obscure some vision. Have the Navi players at least investigate middle as they would, and then pop onto A. Now, are Navi ready for something like that? That's going to be the question, and the setup will be very telling. They have all the nades they could possibly desire. It's just JL lacking an incendiary and a HE. But if they start 2A and not in a retake setup, it feels like they know it's coming.
How will they handle this then? Set piece. And Wonderful, ready to receive. Nerds cut down ahead of the play. Tessus doesn't have the perfect weapon for a head-to-head with Imma in mid. JL cheats over to provide support. Wonderful heading CT to relocate that orb.
This lurk keeps options open somewhat. If he can find a gap, there's a way back in.
See how his search for a gap goes. Oh, and it's shaping up beautifully for Navi. The perfect setup. 1 by 1. Drop like flies. Swatted away. With 5 alive, not a point of damage done. And JL, he will be the one blemish on the record, but they've got 6 opportunities to take the series versus Heroic, and it started on a very different sort of momentum. Heroic looked like they were set and poised to 2-0 this series.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a lot of the air's been taken out of the room for Heroic. So close, but now they're so far. And as we've touched on throughout, this is why Navi are the #1 team in the world right now. The fact that they can look down and out, they can admit the fatigue, they can know that, hey, we're getting a bit fed up of each other, the playbook's got to start getting thin, but this is it. 5 more kills.
Despite all of that tape, all of that that the enemies can download and ideate upon. Despite all of that, NAVI are just one round away with 6 opportunities to secure another grand final.
Just got to get past a bunch of pistols in a MAC-10.
Should be one of the easiest rounds they've seen on this CT side. Testing Imme's defense on Con. The flash is good, but so is the spray. Imme finds 2 for 1. Testis unable to get away, and there it is. 6 consecutive grand finals for NAVI. Sailing through.
NAVI are running on fumes, but Heroic.
Let's see how NAVI arrive in this semi-final, because this is where they do their best work, Chad. They get to the grand final, then it gets icky.
Yeah, look, the group stage game, sure, they had a bit of a wobble in the seeding match. Right now, this fatigue, surely you won't let that wash away. This is what they play for, stage matches. You two out towards that B bomb site. Heroic to receive. They'll block with a smoke of their own. That might cancel plans immediately. You shouldn't be running through that. 2 flashes and a molly.
SS, tested by Imme, handles the first, takes it in his stride. This setup is so potent. If you commit towards cave, you are dead. Never mind that, Tessus finds another head already. Wonderful down, another from Tessus. This is falling apart, the seams for NAVI, and an immediate start. Look at that, 3 from Tessus, 2 from Shush. These 2 individuals that everyone thought got the short end of the stick.
So NAVI are going to be taking themselves a full eco. That will be a deagle in the hands of Bit to see what he can find for the class of Milkman round, allowing the CTs to expend whatever utility they have. Nertz is the only one with a smoke remaining, and Tesses, the farmer, up for a few more, just gets 1 done, traded. Kixon not too far behind, and Nertz wants to get involved. A rifler who I thought, you know, would have been the key star of this team. Decent damage, 2v1.
After all, it really does, yeah, boils out nicely. I mean, they preserved their M4s. MP9's lost. Dexter did not invest. It was just Kevlar and that USP, which does facilitate. He's made no secret that he's been still in pursuit of finding his game from Go in CS2.
It's tough, especially with less rounds as an AWPer.
That's true too. Well, getting it early could be a good win condition for Heroic. A 2-0 start. We get the guns out for NAVI.
Well, this AWP, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Still going to waltz their way in. The bombs.
Oh!
Committed.
Alexi V loses his head. He nearly had a third there. That's a warning shot, just piercing the ears of Bit.
And again, look at the rotation. 4 players on B. Bomb down, good luck.
It's already feeling like a lost round.
And look at how much time's on the clock.
1 minute 20, and already it's like, well, you'd think would sow seeds of doubt, but this setup around the bomb, they are cooking.
That's the only benefit right now for NAVI, that they're going to be on the bomb, but this should be clean. Clean as you like, clean as the whistle. Bit goes down, he gets 1 sure. And they will get him his AWP back. Don't you worry, that one won't be missing going into the next round of play.
Yeah, Alexi spoke highly of Heroic, saying good in best of 1s. Well, now he's in a best of 3 against them. A semi-final, no less, in Rio de Janeiro. And Shush has gone down to Bit's pistol. They test the red room, and JL comes up trump on Nerd. Rifle recovered, but low HP. Dexter rotates through Temple. He can drop onto Brokey, try and clear him out. Does isolate 1. There's Kixon as well, just sweeping the rest of the mess. Under the rug, gets him off the bomb, misses his shot. It gets a little awkward, but Kixon's there.
Some close rounds, sure, but really no issues for Heroic. Gonna have...
Oh, he knows he's blind, and he knows where he is. I'm not going to commit to it. Tessus under scrutiny through the smoke. That's just a spam. That's just a blind spam from Bit. Finds Tessus. Now Imme will activate for the trade. A messy spray. He goes down to Shush.
Good information. That's the A anchor. Maybe Alexi takes space on A right now.
Thinking about it. Bit just got caught pushing. Dexter's all good for it.
Oof, Alexi's taking way too long to piece this together.
It's a good read of the situation, but this JL flank is everything. And he comes back to check it. Dexter can't hit the shot. Awkward now for Shush on this donut hole. He's exposed. Didn't anticipate Alexi so progressed. Kixon coming in for the clutch. Oh, and he could. JL's there just in the nick of time.
Oof, that one damn tight. NAVI.
First round, replication necessary for NAVI.
I think based off of what we've seen from NAVI in recent history, if Heroic can have a...
Oh, just pushing.
Coming out again.
Imme charging. Bit was so desperate for the trade, he throws his head into Shush's crosshairs as well. Kind of riding out this period of lethargy, this period of overwork?
It helps them more than a team that doesn't have a system that is as deep, right?
Oh, okay.
This is tough, very tough. You got 40 seconds left. They trade 1 for 1 there, but now you're in a 2v4. Slightly better. Blocked by a smoke, forced into the orb.
Dexter shooting at shadows. I mean, giving up space as a result of missing that shot, but there should be nothing more here. I mean, what is he supposed to do?
Quick flank as well.
You're not pushing the orb. You're not going to get him out. You've got players waiting for the fade of that smoke. Your best case is really just to take a Galil and an AK back to spawn, where you started in the absence of 3 teammates. So, Bit and Imit, can we talk about that mid-pace change? Is that just something you're just throwing something at the wall to see what sticks? Just remove the cubby option. And some late flashes. So they're trying to do it with Heaven as well. Ooh, Nerds is going to be in the open here. He's going to be in limbo. Smoke cave, now it's open. He's vulnerable, has to get back. Tessus, however, hits onto Alexi Spam. Nerds catches another. Bit has arrived. JL's there too. They've managed to win the battle for mid. Skirmish 1, 3v3. Pushing into this loudly, just testing the aim of Kixon, and he'll happily greet him with body shots. They'll disconnect it from the player now. Whoa, Dexter just averts his gaze from that edge of the smoke. Bit will profit. We could have a plant here. We should have a plant here.
Bomb will go down. Tessus on the flank. Kicks in through Temple.
Good flash. Bit will turn and occupy. Maintains Donut. Rat coming in from 2 fronts. Kixon, tough angle, tough crossfire. Wonderful, very uncomfortable. Only 1 frag so far from Wonderful. Can he do it with the AK brought low? He's impending doom now. Yep, run, jump. Tessus makes it 7.
Oof, Dexter getting out of his chair there. Turned himself into a bit of a fan favourite with the Portuguese that he pulled out. Some teams will push forward and get B lane control.
Big mid-fight already. Bit this time successful. Oh, and actually 2. Both of the mid defenders dead early. Dexter just manages to catch 1 on the way out.
Oh, they've been lacking opening kills, Navi. That's going to be their 3rd so far. So few and far between. You have to convert this. A man advantage, plenty of time on the clock. Util lacking, but piecing this together as a unit, that's going to be key. Tessus passive B, Dexter hyper committed mid, and Kixon just patrolling A. If they waltz out dry, Dexter has this.
Or not! A cracker! Dexter's going to be punching the air. Furious about that one. It gets worse as well. Kixon down and out just to a nice spray from Wonderful.
Tessus is here already, and the bomb is transitioning over.
Don't get me excited, Chad. There should be nothing for Tessus here, despite the fact he's been at a career high in Rio.
Look at the problems, though. Alexi's coming in through A main. Nobody is in Donut. Tessus gets to fight Alexi for free.
This is bizarre. Oh, cover. I mean, a little fortunate. You're right. There was a little gap starting to manifest. Dexter's going to be starting B, and I don't know how, but he's in the right place at the right time. Missed shot. The flash was good. Smoked out on Cave, and Dexter, he goes looking for trouble. JL provides it. Shush activates on A and does take down the lurk. Retake tough, though. Do I see a kit? I don't. So a 10-second defuse ahead of them. Nert's first man on the scene. Cautious of spam, nades his way. Alexi has him as well. Tessus just forced into cave by that smoke. And now they're bringing the fight here. NAVI need that kill. Kixon good on the push. Tessus running down Bit overwhelmed. It's only Wonderful now. Heroic with just a 10-second defuse. They pulled it off. How has that fallen through the fingertips of NAVI, Chad?
And this is where those frustrations that we touched on, mixed with the fatigue, the perfect recipe for success. Tessus aggressive. JL needs to deal with this and does. Oh, they're going for it. That was an A-split smoke that Alexi's lining up. How deep does Dexter go? JL worms his way in. This double cave setup. It can activate aggressively. Alexi has to worry about a donut push as well as cave. Wonderful. Silent as you like. Silent as the night. Just waltzes in and is behind them. Oh. Needed that.
Messy. Wonderful's given that one to Kixon. Now, Bomber does get planted. You get a 4v4. They can't let this one slip. And as I say those words, Alexi doesn't clear into Nerds. He's still a double cave setup. It's paying dividends for Heroic. Solid headshots from Bit. He does seem to be the shining beacon of hope for NAVI to have something to work with into the second half of their pick.
Shush is so late.
Very late. JL spots him out. That's good info. Dexter as well, just now Speedway. Brings the fight isolated. Dexter, though, he's on his way in and JL is low. Doesn't have a chance versus Bit. He's had a big round there. Triple kill from the young Ukrainian. I mean, with such a distinct advantage, NAVI, this is on a silver platter for you to at least have 4. Nerd spotted out Donut. Alexi B relays the information, they progress. The absence of CT utility means mid should be for free.
They're pushing down the ramp.
Yeah, but no one's looking at this moment in time. Tessus can distract. Oh, spotted now. JL's in trouble. JL is in trouble, but he bails himself out. Gets 3. Tessus, however, activates and gets away. Another would be magic. Whoa. He doesn't clear his corners, and Tessus is on for something crazy. This could be one hell of an ace. A 1 versus 2 clutch. Tessus, cautious, under. It's Imet. 8-4 to work with. NAVI, they are on the back foot. Heroic, looking to take NAVI's pick away from them in Rio.
International versus international, and right now Heroic, their game plan in the first half was fantastic. The way they postured in middle made it so jarring for Imet to take control, but right now we turn our attention to the dual Berettas. Wonderful with a pair.
See what he can do against Nerds, who does test him out. Now he's got 30 bullets to... Well, he's got none, actually. They've been removed from his grip. Nerds turns Wonderful into a corpse.
Alexi might be...
बेबी की स्किन का सवाल है, मामा तो मांगेगी प्रूफ। मामा अर्थ मिल्की सॉफ्ट बॉडी लोशन, मेड सेफ सर्टिफाइड। इसमें है ओट्स और मिल्क प्रोटीन की नेचुरल गुडनेस, जो बेबी की स्किन को नरिश करे ताकि वो रहे सॉफ्ट और सपल। मामा अर्थ है प्रूफ, तभी मामा अप्रूव्ड।
So much trouble once that smoke fades. Now Tessus lines up the molly for long. Alexi, got to be careful. Dexter will punish, and Dexter has the bomb. There's info. Bomb on the mini-map. Alexi confirms there is further scrutiny coming his way. He hasn't seen Nerds, but that's a big one back from Bit. A double kill so far with the double pistols. Nerds coming swinging with the Glock, uncomfortable for the Finn. Bit humble. JL 1v3 and a hard clear here onto Shush. And that's Heroic on 9. Straight up and running in the second half. For what? One smoke, one molly execute? No, Shush throws out one early.
But look at the MAC-10s, right? They can go for wide spacing, they can jump around the corner. All it's about is what space the MAC-10s can make to then be traded.
Right. JL's getting nothing on his jump spot. They're very stalwart-like statues. Actually, it's led to Wonderful and Bit returning to mid. A third player rotating off. Tessus wasn't expecting to be exposed to that, but now Nerds can activate, but only for the one. Good important trade from Bit.
Here
Look at that.
B.
Knife out. He's running to B. He knows what's up. The jig is up. Alexi B, 1 frag. He would love to find a contribution here in the 3v4. NAVI needs this conversion, and they will, thanks to JL's handiwork from the cave side. Only the 1 for Dexter. And NAVI, they demonstrate that they are here, present.
Could be no harm, no foul. As mentioned, that was the bonus. Now it's a full rifle round. They have the better buy again. Alexi still with just an SMG.
Yeah, they're going for this run boost speed. Straight push through the smoke off a flash. He's one past him. Back turned on Kingston. He had no idea that was possible. NAVI, this is the kind of style of Counter-Strike we saw in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, just surging for those fights, putting their individual level on display. So, huge double opener. I've been loving what Nerds was... They're falling like flies. Everybody being pipped at the post, and this is almost worst case scenario if you're Heroic. You want to make sure you do damage, you want to make sure you get the bomb down, you want to keep the rounds threatening, you do not want to allow easy rounds for NAVI.
And just 50 seconds ago you were saying, okay, this round is where there's a chance to really, break through.
Well, Dexter, are you just saving, or are you going to give this one a try? It's Alexi paired up with JL. And I like the fact that Alexi takes contact first. There it is, JL swings, and an AK available, so they can get themselves into some better weaponry.
And 2 Molotovs pushing through. And Imet cut down, both available. And Bit goes down after 1. Alexi B surging for the trade, but it just makes the wound bigger. Oh, catching through the smoke. That's nice from Wonderful, but he's not ready for this. There's no way he's ready for Tessus. How pushed up is he? All the way towards Big Box at 1 minute 30. They're willing to take the space. He's even got knife out jiggle. I thought that was safe. Oh! They're not safe with DL. Nearly comes up clutch. Wonderful attempt. The second shot's magnificent. Even the first, just catching him on that speedy knife out jiggle.
The JL impact rounds, we're always going to get a couple.
Bloody hell, man. I wasn't ready for that. I'll be honest with you, I was not ready for that.
From 0 to 100 in that moment. Now,
let's see it again.
The approach that you just touched on here, donut smoke, red smoke, but as well as the cave/heaven smoke, that shows you just how much mid-control Heroic want, right? They're not leaving an opportunity for the CTs to get free information or space. So that is the key to these T-sided rounds. Now, Blade, has he noted that? Does he take that now into the tactical timeout the second that they've called for the adjustments? Simple as that. Here you go, it's an A-rush.
Yeah, you called it. It's only going to be one man to receive it. It's Bit, though, and he is such an absolute anchor. He's a titan in these anchor positions. And there's a demonstration, a double spray, flash screen, no problem. He's got no ammo, he's got no vision, but there's the supporting cast. An incendiary arrives, and Bit's allowed to reload.
The key right now for Heroic, sure, they're down 2 players in the dirt, and all of their utility was just thrown into that. Map control wasn't taken from NAVI based off of the call. Alexi's still worried about players over towards B lane, a passive stance from JL. So there's a lot of map to work with, unless you walk out mid into the wonderful AWP.
Unless.
You can't smoke it off from Kixon.
They're jiggling dry. They're jiggling dry. Imek does manage to catch the first on Kixon, just a reaction shot. I think it was anti-flash, and oh, it's just perfect, isn't it? Tessus, however, is on his A game. Finds the first headshot, brings down the AWPer, so Wonderful only gets one chance, one frag with his first AWP. Imet is vulnerable, susceptible to a body shot from Tessus. 14 points of health, and Tessus has time to clear his corners diligently.
He'll get a plan if he gets this kill.
It's all about the pre-aim. How does he approach this? Bait, and does convert. 1 versus 3. Nearest to respond is Bit. Close on the CT angle, but yeah, Tessus not ready for it. The fact that Bit hasn't pushed, he's not expecting someone just lingering so close.
Money's just not there.
Early util. Oh, look at this. They're using the lurk smoke and getting Tessus immediately burrowed deep up the ramp. Cleared here. No, Alexi was not ready for such a pushed up Tessus. Either way, walks into the angle, loses his head, and now the second wave arrives. Long smoke blooms. Tessus has created a real winnable round here, but they're not overcooking. Bit holding. Oh, and the double from Bit sends them packing. They lose control that Tessus had gained. Into middle, Wonderful clearing, sweeping through the angle and exposed, but he can't hit the shot. Nuts pulls us into a 3v3.
The bomb right now is on Kixon. So over towards the pocket will need to be cleared out. This is tough for Bit.
Oh, yeah, but Kixon, he knows he's got the package. If he wasn't cleared, which he hasn't been, Bit lackadaisical. Nerds finds him up, and JL, hang on, he's had a couple of close ones. Could this be the one he actually converts?
But Kixon could just plant. He knows exactly where JL is.
Right, he's planted for a speedway plant. Makes sense for the positioning of his teammate here. Oh, JL, you have to be really switched on to clear this deep into Nerds. He gets across the sideline. He's got such a good read of the situation.
Where's JL's kid?
That's also a great question with 8 grand in the bank. Valid question, Chad, that may very well haunt this man in the 1v2. Nerds' flank has won it.
No, he didn't spot it.
But it's planted for Nerds.
Well, he's heard him now.
He's screwed. There's nothing for JL here. No info, no kit. 8 grand in your back pocket, and the 12th round for Heroic. There's the kit. Down he goes. Awkward way to see that slip away after finding quite the run. It was 5 rounds from NAVI.
One more time.
Oh my god. Oh, no door smoke.
Oh, there's the frustrations. There's the frustrations.
Oh, and you're on this point. You know, you're at this, like, lose it, you lose it. And oh my god, they're going to lose it. Look at this call. What an amazingly inspired A-rush from Kixon. A smoke in front of his face. The first responder is helpless. A barrage of utility deep into Temple limits their option. Imet tries to kick up a fuss. It's just good for it. Wonderful. Pot shots through the smoke. Navi's Ancient slipping through their fingers. JL with an aggressive push. Underhand flash and frag. Finding Nerds is huge. And now that CT smoke is faded. They cannot get the bomb down.
Everybody here, response time insane, but bomb not planted. There's no way back. There has to be a way forward, and that's going to come through fights. Seeds a doubt for Navi. Dexter takes a duel.
Oh, Tessus has gone down. That's a big frag from Bit. Dexter delivers. Gets the double spray down. Shush good for it on Brokey. It's only JL, and he's only got 2 bullets, 2 targets. Up to the USP, they're both low. This could be something special from JL. 50 seconds. They know exactly where he is. He's got the patience. Can he hold his nerve? The balls to go for the reload. Shush and Dexter holding, their spacing integral, they just have to react. And Heroic take Ancient away from NAVI in this semi-final. Heroic versus JL, Dexter and Shush. How patient can you be? Eventually, you have to plant. This is Counter-Strike at its highest level. Bo again, the ping! Oh! Nearly lined up for it! Shush will steal it and seal it! And NAVI, team talk outside.
Now, Bit's utility, if it is an execute, you'll see him flash over as they try and run in towards this B site.
They've got so many flashes. They're going to be throwing 4 flashbangs at JL's bomb site. He has Wonderful in support. And he hasn't hit the first shot. He's hit his head. He's a dead man. Hit by the spread. Shush. Good work on the Molotov. Gets it towards the plateau. Now Wonderful's already been gooshed. He's a dead man walking. Shush converts. Look at them go. Heroic. Swarm into the site. Kicks already attending to the flank. But hang on a second. Immer clears out tunnels. Alexi B finds Shush. And now we've got a 1v2 that maybe Immer could say something. Misses his headshot. Nerf makes it a triple kill to get Heroic a 3rd pistol in this series.
Now, I don't know how I feel about this. Alexi giving up long means that Wonderful has to stay focused. After he throws that nade, I'd love to see him burrow back and anchor long so Wonderful can play game and help her with the scout.
Yeah, makes sense. The scout's so good for catching these damage on the cross, soften him up for the MP9, but an alternative version is Alexi B pushing towards basket.
Mid to B.
Yeah, after all of that, it does look like mid to B will be the finale, but Immer just trying to tuck in. Shush ahead of the play. Gets the first headshot, smoke blooms, and Shush gets himself across. There's a lot of spam, a lot of damage.
Impossible for JL.
There's nothing for him here. A deagle and a dream. Now a nightmare for Navi. A force buy that, well, it hinges off of a scout that miraculously finds Nerd through the smoke, but second buy of the cherry, I suppose.
Well, looking for the saves, Bit and Wonderful, sure. And Bit's also been called to cheat over towards CT spawn, which could become a bit of a problem if, again, it's a B maneuver. Now, the head of that smoke kicks in brave, but had to be. Right, the timing on that, you don't want to back off. Your job is to get some space. And he might just waltz out, because they won't expect this time. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
Immer's maneuvering back. Immer, he has to be able to be aware of this, but jumping up, he should be dead. Ooh, actually gets the info safely. He's a bit lucky there. On the jump up the box, gets info. Orb can react in time. Nice 5v3 situation for Navi just to get themselves on the board. And that orb from Wonderful paying dividends. Nerds trying to get across. They'll crab walk out of the... Ooh, crosshairs, a little lackadaisical from the bomb. Dexter gets across. He has an orb and it is in a powerful position. Tessus, if he can catch this first, which he has, catches Bit. Now Dexter picks off Immer. This is uncomfortable for Navi. It's falling through their fingers. Frag by frag. It's gone down. And Nerds steals the round away. What was that? 5v3?
Yeah, and riding a high. You can see the energy that Heroic are bringing to this is Navi.
Let's see how they go this round. Wonderful responsible for middle. Immer! Oh, swings straight into Nerds' crosshair. How are they not ready for that? He walks through lower, jumps up the box, catches a free frag on short side. Now it forces a reaction out of Wonderful. They're going long. It's Bit here to be tested. And the flashes are great. He just gets vision back in time, but only the one from Bit. Wonderful, you have to hit this shot, and I think they got the info on that strafe. Leg shot. Kessus, brave, strafes out with 13 points of health and out duels the AWPer. Alexi B, that's an important contribution, but I think Ram, this push from Nerds is a bit ahead of the play. Nerds is going to have him with his back presented. And now JL, yeah, that's a nasty round. Oh dear, off the back of a play timeout, Chad. We typically...
Vitality.
बेबी की स्किन का सवाल है मामा तो मांगेगी प्रूफ मामा अर्थ मिल्की सॉफ्ट बॉडी लोशन मेड सेफ सर्टिफाइड इसमें है ओट्स और मिल्क प्रोटीन की नेचुरल गुडनेस जो बेबी की स्किन को नरिश करे ताकि वो रहे सॉफ्ट और सपल मामा अर्थ है प्रूफ तभी मामा अप्रूव्ड
Why not?
Every round so far,
it's 7-0.
He's been able to get to mid.
Well, they're out long.
Oh, and yeah,
no.
Wonderful's down to Dexter.
Bit will get them information or free JL up to rotate over towards A to bolster the defense with Alexi and Immer, or JL can just jiggle from mid and watch Cat. Means Immer and Alexi can worry about long, and they block them at a well time.
Ooh, actually caught him, and it's a profitable swing from Alexi. Finding Shush. A man advantage. Is this where Navi can buck the trend? Just get themselves on the board. This semi-final second map. Cross smoke throw. Can't molly. Eyes on the prize as they still try and get through. Alexi's going to be holding the clear of the smoke. A second clear. 20 seconds. They're running this clock down. What can you do? Tessus is alive. Can he find impact? A nice setup, but disruptive. Tessus, what can you do? Nothing at the hands of the Immer M4. And Alexi B secures it. Navi will at least post one on their CT side. Can't say the same for JL yet.
Again, another opportunity for a 7-5 half. We're in the same place on Ancient. Take a lot of those rounds to break Heroic's finances, and Bit's not backing down from a fight.
Leg shot though onto Wonderful.
Oh, no.
Kixon, he's hit another headshot. How's he got both there? Clears out Bit, finds him.
He keeps coming.
He wants more. Oh, JL doesn't notice. JL didn't notice. He should have him. He should have him. He's considering the possibility. He could get spammed on the way back. JL finds Dexter, gets away. That's his first, but he's not ready for this. Oh, JL. He's having a round now.
Tester's coming in.
From 0 to what could be 3. Testis has the bomb. If he gets this one, he's won the round. This is across his back. This is crazy counter-strike from Testis. Maybe not ready for the window position. Teammate's going to come to join him. How has Testis done that? Just a sliver of JL visible.
Tough retake.
Very difficult retake. Now, Wonderful's the first man on the scene, but he's got the AWP. He's got 19 points of health. Molly will limit Testis' planting options. Shush to clear out Alexi, and it's perfect. Catches him wandering. And Wonderful the same. Testis is untouchable and insane right now. Like, you can't swing off that unless you do it dry, like Alexi. Ooh, a gap in the smoke. Okay, well, that's info.
That's all that is.
Alexi needs to reload. It's up to the AWP here. It's not a fun fight, but oh, he nails it. Massive shot from Wonderful. Gives NAVI a leg up. Bit extends it, reveals the double AWP, pulls the trigger from the cross.
Worried about Testis. They're aware that this lurk is possible.
Yeah, it's good that Ime is focused on it. He needs to hit this shot, otherwise it could be a double kill. Okay, belated trade, but all the same, it's a 2v3 retake.
It has a kit. Smokes for this.
They can't lose this, Chad. They can't lose this. Bit coming in from CT. Headshot found. Ime removes one from the equation. It's just Dexter. This has to be NAVI's round, and it is. Why am I so nervous? Ime does convert with a triple, doubles his kill total.
The mood in the camp at an all-time high. Another great shot from Wonderful. He's going to make that his 4th opening kill.
They hit some bangers to get this round.
And necessary. Unable to retain the double AWP setup. Not only is it Furia, it's Furia with Fallen.
Yeah, man. Fallen on the stage in 2024 in Brazil.
Different flavor.
Yeah, that's going to be somewhat of a fairy tale. We'll find out.
Late long pop.
Yeah, look at the damage that they've already taken, a brunt of HE damage. Shush is leading the pack ahead of them. And missed shot from Wonderful. He was trying to get the timing, but now he's getting walked up on. Look at the push. Look at the pressure. Shush just runs down the AWP and delivers.
Knives down.
Kixon gets one. It's Wonderful in the spine. The AWP goes down to the Dane. Ime, what can you do? There's just so much pressure. Raining down terror off the back of the timeout. Heroic.
As he begins that tussle in the smoke. Final round, first half. It's a heroic team effort. 11 for Testis, 7 for Dexter. Is there any fight from NAVI left?
I mean, Ime's throwing anything at the wall now. I'll run up mid. He does manage to find Kixon early.
Looks like a second round force.
Yeah, blah. Molly, JL is forced out into the fight. Does go down to 40, but gets away with his life. Bomb out mid. Ooh, again, more damage onto Bit. They're trying to apply the pressure. They are coming into the 3-man stack, but only with SMGs. What can they do? Ime delivers a second. That's nice. JL reveals the surprise that is the 3rd. It seems to have translated into an awkward one for Shush and Nerds. On the fade, Wonderful with just a scout. He doesn't need to take this fight, but he does. Take a pot shot, misses it. Shush out mid, takes the first, but isolated and Wonderful. Profits off the static. Shush, it's 3. A little something to work with, but Heroic making a strong case for a 2-0 and a spot in the grand finals. Or not?
Okay, well, they're assuming that it's heavy fortified long. They didn't know it was a 4-player A start. So Bit's still playing for info. Yeah, that should pipe you up short really quickly. The fact that people are playing doors, or does that tell that maybe it's a stack?
Yeah, it's a bit suspicious for them. They're trying to work out the finish here. Alexi making the call. There is a smoke and a Molotov available. Vanguard smoke and Molly's sight. Oh, here we go. Dexter has not hit his headshot. He needs it, gets it. Body shots onto JL. Still problematic. Very uncomfortable for NAVI. They're pushing through. Good catches. Everyone hits their headshot. And Shush goes down as well. That was necessary. That was integral.
This is your better opportunity with a NAVI who is struggling, who is slow, and this aggression from Testis and Kixon as well as Shush is massive.
How are they not ready for that? JL completely pantsed. Shush charges lower. If you try and respond upper, Mid is occupied. Wonderful doesn't look prepared for this.
Not at all.
This is uncomfortable.
And this is why I like the force buy.
How is it already feeling uncomfortable for NAVI? And another 5-7 frag was just one bullet away. Bit gets away with his life. Long occupied, but this flank
quick,
is going to be faster than anything they're expecting.
Immer's coming back, and he has to be aware it's a possibility. Dexter will try and stay on this line, can't hit the shot.
Oh, there was a chance for collat damage.
They're behind them, though. They're behind them.
Immer's not ready for this. Now they'll be able to react. Hang on. Wait. Immer can react. Wonderful puts the pressure on. The thumb screws from both sides. And look at the damage. This is still uncomfortable. How does Alexi B call his troops out of this?
Look at Shush tucked in towards car. He's been able to get a Galil. Dexter dropped the scout, got the MP9, went to upper tunnels. Divide and conquer.
What do we do? 48 seconds. Bombs down on Alexi's foot. 25. And he gets the first immediate trade from Immer. Puts the Im in immediate.
Dexter picks back up the scout, so he only needs 2 tags. They know he had the scout.
Just go, boys. Just go. 10 seconds.
He's already here.
He's flanking them.
They need to plan safe.
He has a scout. If he chooses the wrong plant spot,
oh my God,
he's going to be vulnerable. Dexter, if he goes a bit wider, he could be able to hit the shot. Wonderful, saves them.
And now it's about forcing the CTs, right? Doing mid to B smoke, doing bridge smoke, trying to keep them moving, trying to keep the comps flowing, trying to get them to guess and gamble incorrectly.
Moving, Immer, that's aggressive, hyper-aggressive, he can't hit the shot. Oh, he gave it a good go, an aggressive gambit from Immer. Kicks and repels him from ramp, and now it's up to Alexi and Nerd. This head-to-head upon the smoke fade. Wonderful. He joins them. That nade seems destined for damage, puts Wonderful onto 70. Susceptible now to the one-shot M4 headshot. 30 seconds, Chad. This is already really wonky.
Hard round to win. Individuals need to value out now, Navi.
Okay, how about this mid-fight? The bit steps straight into the line of fire. It's pulled Nertz away. Shush, he's going to be begging for help. If he gets one, though, this is the NAVI down and out. JL good for it. Nertz just in time, gets into the spot of bother. Hits the double, Wonderful in the clutch. Has to kill Nertz, does nail it. 1v3 taking shape, but he has to get this bomb down now. They could just push him. They could just run at him. And they have, but he plants safe, gets a chance to get his eye to the scope. A 1v2 around the smoke, 1 bullet, 2 targets, he can't do it. 10 for Heroic, 3 away from the grand final.
Continues to be this team effort.
Good idea, maybe based off the sounds, but Dexter's already in the right place again. They do crisscross mid.
That'd be a great flash.
That's too comfortable for JL. Going down to Dexter's AWP. Alexi B, that's massive. Pressure from both fronts. They can't go down to Dexter. They need the push, and Alexi delivers. How is he still alive? Bit lingers, and a round for NAVI takes shape.
All right, has to be the save for Heroic. Well pieced together even after the opening incision from Dexter. Perfect place, wasn't he, to be able to shut that down, but the fact that the split comes through, the gap that they can find on the mid to B is Wonderful calls 2 bodies jumping towards long.
Check out Shush. With low HP, he just pushes his own smoke.
Baller.
Oh man, this is going to screw NAVI. It's so early. He's hearing steps. He knows he's caught a timing. Oh, he misses his window. Fires off a warning shot. Alexi B has the knowledge.
35, have to go.
Dexter can't hit his shot. But wait, they might overlook the goose position. It all comes down to Kixon. Immer surely going to clear this. Not enough. JL trade. He gets it. Bomb planted, no, Molly limits options, goes for a safe one instead. Shouldn't be able to disrupt this. They have Tessus on alongside. Nertz goes down, Bit goes looking.
Might be another save.
Might be. Tessus, you can see, he's actually in 2 minds there. Just knifing towards and away from the site, opts for the latter. Here's that smoke towards the lower access. Nertz is going to get early control. Look at them long. Like, Tessus is right in the open. Using that T-smoke to kind of peek around, he probes the potential for an AWP to post up, and Wonderful does oblige. One hell of a trade! Tessus isolates the AWPer. A necessary trade from JL, but Nertz is ready for this. Nertz delivers onto Immer. Hyper-aggressive. They're already in T-spawn chat. Shush is gunning it towards the long side.
Yeah, they're locked in. Bit's trying to buy them a way out, but Nertz aggressive up middle. You wouldn't expect another player, especially a different player, to be in T-spawn.
Oh, careful, Alexi!
How?
Now another chance. Nertz has spotted out Bit. Yeah, he is a dead man walking right now. Shush has got long locked, and an AWP comfortably collects.
Shush being here. Like,
Yeah.
JL, you don't understand how booked you are. They know exactly where you can be. 45 seconds, here he comes.
He doesn't even need to, but he wants to. Shush would like to finish this one, and now confirming his suspicion, this man's in pit. This man's in pit. See you later, mate. Wow, again, a team ace. You want to talk about team Counter-Strike? Interesting. The smokes for the duo. Coming up short. Now Kixon's worried about Long. Everyone's worried about Long! And Kixon pulls out a smoke grenade! Awkward now. Dexter, what have you got? Combat Orping forced into CT. And they swarm. Wonderful. Oh, Wonderful's next to Testus, has no idea. Hits the no-scope. Barrel into the Dane's belly. NAVI. An inspired approach. I said they need a miracle, Chad. What was that?
Okay, well, look, these little hot patches, 2 kills, heroic save again. At no moment is this game going to be easy for NAVI if they want to win.
Currently, you know, trying to match that 9-3 first half. It was 7-0.
True. And they've turned it into a competitive affair. I don't know what Wonderful noted. He was pushing through the smoke. Then I thought he shot. Then he came back through the smoke.
I have a theory.
Okay.
You know how he fired one random bullet? They need to flash this if they want to get across. Diligence. Present. Oh, lovely. Oh, peeks in. Wonderful removes Nerds. But that Kixon trade is really going to slow down their crawl here. JL committing to sprays. Yeah. Wonderful's actually leg shot him. Good spam back. Kixon doesn't shy away from the engagement. And now, through the smoke, Kixon could have caught him. Heavy investment of their util. They don't have anything left.
Tessus does, though. Smoking a molly to block over towards A, and the time on his side.
It's perfect. They have to go. Alexi commits. Full commit, but Long's open. Dexter posts up with the AWP and delivers. And NAVI, they are desperate. Oh, maybe Dexter overextends. Why would he? Why would he? Begging and pleading.
He has to make a move. He has to make a move.
Into an AWP, though. Like
but he'll catch him if he goes a close wall timing.
Now they kick up a fast. Now Bit starts to move. 20 seconds, Bit. You got to make a move. Dexter tucked on car now, not vulnerable to this whatsoever. 15 seconds, that bomb's still on short. Now Bit arrives. Dexter's on the car side. Kicks and tucked on CT, 10 seconds. Dexter goes down, they're actually doing it. I don't know how, I don't know why, but NAVI still attends. That is some time management, or is that just a little bit of luck, Chad? I can't work it out. The damage on the cross would certainly take a leap in the favor of NAVI. Wonderful post up for it, unaided. Nerds, he's happy to start here. He'll start lower with Dexter's support, but that molly may limit his contributions. Nerds, cleared, nice work, finds Imek, Kixon can swing. A chance onto Dexter, JL at least equalizes. He clears out lower, and a 4v4 emerges at round 23.
Yeah, Dexter had to back off. The support network of Kixon had also dipped. So there's still utility to work with here as Bit continues to harass Long. We're talking about Tessus, Danish Dynamite being in the finest of form for Heroic. Well, this could be his chance to lock things down. 3 of them coming his and Dexter's way.
Dexter can support him at least. And that's perfectly timed. The AWP peeks into Bit as he starts to clear, and no one interested in peeking into that AWP.
But options limited. JL isn't even in the upper tunnels. For them to return, they know that Shush is likely anchoring down the site. Where's Kixon gotten off to? This is another tough round for NAVI to piece together.
Shush is actually aggressing, and it leads to his demise. Will they overlook Kixon? A quick reaction out of Kixon puts him up on the box.
Ooh, didn't quite land the lurch smoke. It's a little bit shallow.
Yeah, not so much to worry about for Kixon. In his angle, he still has some questions. He hears them coming. Kixon a multi-kill to put you within 1 round of that grand final. He's only good for 1. JL uses that smoke from the HG to get across.
They're going to run him down. They're going to run him down.
9 seconds. All he has to do is deny it. JL gets swung on, and the round is theirs. The round is Heroics.
Dexter giving him a wave. He knows what that missed shot means. Playing ahead, time to search for more info. Emma might catch them on the jump spot.
It would be nice amount of info. Imer, does he spot one? No, they can double peek the bait. The switch. Kessus will go down, an opening kill. And another one found by Imer. Maybe there's more to Dust2 if Dexter, hang on, could maybe change the dialogue here. An incendiary to force the swing out a bit. Turns the flash. Isolates the jewel. Dexter's doing everything for the boys. Shush charging up mid. Dexter knows if the AWP is in the right position, they can do this. The flank from long. The AWP, it's all aligning. If Wonderful Dubs misses this shot, it's awkward for Na'Vi. And he times it to perfection. The uncrouch in. Dexter was unprepared, and a 12-12 scoreline seems all but certain. Only Shush can change the dialogue. A tap to the head of Wonderful, but on the reload, car reveals, and we need more. 24 rounds, insufficient to separate these two.
So now Alexi gets to pick his poison. What util do we have? What type of finish do we want? Do we want trickery, or do we want the all-in?
He really does get to
They've
pick
done
his
crisscross.
And then JL goes looking, a probe, out mid, to see what they're working with. How much resistance? Ichi on the clear, pressure in, Kixon and Dexter to be tested here. And Dexter, he passes his test with flying colors, a double kill, sets up Kixon to do the same. Swings out on sight, eats the headshot into Imer. Now Tessa's support from long should be enough to pull this round home. They haven't even got the time, they haven't even got the head. Kixon does one better. A two-man defense of the A side. Dexter and Kixon, 5 frags between them.
They're set up for a full execute this time round.
Yeah, they're going to do one better than they did last time. Will Dexter still have some freedoms from that ramp position? Missed opportunities. Progress into the site now for Na'Vi. It gets uncomfortable. Nerds tries to bail him out. Good contributions. Tessus and Nerds are rotating in aggressively. And Wonderful can't find a thing. The AK needs to be picked up. Help JL in this brawl. Tessus and Nerds on ramp side. Bit does catch the aggressive Shush. Things will slow down.
They know where he is.
Do they? Not. No, now they do. He has the bomb. And Tessus has 19 bullets for the 1v2. Isolates, checks a spam. Shy on the aim. Na'Vi, they will equalize. One on the way in. It's a different round for Heroic. As we saw just in the previous. Mantle takes time. Oh, but Nerds. He crouches into that angle. Now we get the opportunity. Dexter in overtime. Yet to make a connection. Aside from round one, Tessus onto Bit. That's a big frag to be posting.
Yeah, Bit trying to take some space out long. He'll be denied. Imma also trying to apply pressure for the mid to B because the other B defender goes down of Nerds.
They finally find some timing outdoors. They're allowed to go. And Dexter pugs JL, that's information.
40 seconds.
And they go towards it. That CT smoke has kept boots planted. Dexter jumps for info, spots bomb. Bomb on the radar. Here we go. And he hits the shot. Dexter flying high as he goes down for the second. And that needed to be more.
2v2.
Alexi B makes this round winnable. Wonderful. He wants to peek over this. He's planted for the catch the timing on the window. Chooses not to. Another molly available. They can keep them at bay for a moment longer. Orp on tons. Spots the doors, leg shots good, nade could be great. Kixon, 6 HP off that. Awkward, molly on Alexi. He's really holding on to it. He wants the frag first and they'll take it by force. What a turnaround that is. Wonderful on Alexi B. Waltzed into the B-bomb site.
Nice, we go again. This is fast long from Tessus.
9-3 was the scoreline in regulation. And this time an opening death for Tessus. He will not be able to help, not be able to contribute. And immediately Bit gets his favorite weapon. He is known as the headshot machine, a high headshot percentage.
The divide and conquer right now. Dexter upper tunnels with the AWP. Nerds lower and a shot taken. A molly thrown. Wonderful, it's going to get hot. Emma finds something. It's just individual maneuvers from Heroic.
It's not worked out for them this time. Off kilter from Tessus' death, but with Kixon gone too. We're in a full wobble. Downward spiral. This is for 15. This is for 2 opportunities to take that third map. Or take us to, rather, that third map. Forced away. Angle held, but pushing in are these two. They're going to test this setup. JL, what have you got for us? He needs at least one. And Shush. Oh, wow, accelerates into the angle. Trade immediate. Missed shot from the AWP. It's a head-to-head with a P250. Overruns him. Trade is necessary. They get it. 15 is Na'Vi's first. I can't believe I'm saying it.
Now, when they've had long control before, they've regrouped and they've executed. There's going to be a fight here.
Swing through. With a nice angle. Anti-flash. Oh, brilliant setup. Alexi B needs help. and Bit provides it. Now Imet and Alexi stand ready to fight. Dexter, you drop Bit, you should be dead, and Imet nails the headshot. Alexi B catches some extra damage as well. Now they'll swing through. Alexi turns it, doesn't have a chance, and no trade back from Imet, so that's important. Kixon has managed to manufacture a 3-on-3. For survival now for Heroic. The tables have turned. NAVI have toiled. And they are 3 frags away from Mirage. From surviving. Dust2, Heroic's pick. After conceding their own. Imet, down and out. Lovely headshot from Tessus. Overlooks the potential for a second, but they are up and into the site. The bomb being planted now as Kixon punches in the code. And wonderful. Both come in from short side. A chance. Oh, and a shot. Wonderful connects. 29 and counting for the Orpa. He couldn't finish it. He can't finish it. Nerds denies them. A double kill from Nerds. Forces us to play on.
JL just offers his head up in the vice. Steps in the shadow of Wonderful. Yeah, Wonderful's been great. 7-1 in opening duels. The AWP, we wanted to see more from it, and it has. But speaking of Orbs, Bit into secondary AWP. Aggressive draw, just running out. Cat, Imma.
Another Kixon, down and out to Bit. How is this falling apart so quick? They're testing JL. It could all be in a moment ended, and we're off to Mirage just like that. 30 rounds deep, NAVI. They show tenacity, and it's undeniable. This team still got it.
This attack, setting up towards A. Smokes, flashes at the ready. Dexter up close and personal. Shush towards Ticket as the bait.
Yeah, a lot of pressure onto Dexter then with the armored Julies. It's going to be the bait taking that first contact and actually throws out an interesting lurk smoke to block. Okay, do you want to push through that into Jewel Berettas? And they don't even have to because Nerd spams away, finds the head of Bit. Now Shush precise into the head of another. Alexi B drowns. And now JL and Imma. They managed to rectify the situation. Bomb pushing in. Tesla's pushing smokes. Gets some chip damage onto Imma. JL surges towards CT and comes back to plant triple. Imma provides the covering fire. Now an idea is where both they are. They spot them out. And watch this. Both of them just standing in the open, delivering the frags. 2 kills from both of them. And now Kixon needs 2 to pick up the clutch. Double swing. Both towards the triple. He isolates one. Pops the head of Imma. Now up to JL to save. NAVI! And Kixon clutches up for Heroic. They just can't seem to pick up a pistol. NAVI!
Other than full ecos, I would say almost any round in Counter-Strike is winnable. You just need to tip that first domino.
Right.
Find that first incision, and, well, there's pressure. Imma.
Oh, he's having a good shot. A good chance at it. Takes 2 pot shots, neither of which connect, but info as to the setup.
Yeah, and you have to do it with bullets, right? So the fact that he's forcing something like that, I respect it because they need to take the duels. Now, Bit's going to walk on through, probably gets caught in timing here from Kixon. No!
Oh, no!
Okay, got a dink off.
Yeah, so Bit's limited, and there is no Kevlar for that M4 elsewhere, so he's just going to do what he can with it. He drops in, not expecting that market window push, and yeah, Nerds does come through with it. Not easy to retrieve that M4, especially now not for Imma. Goes down. Alexi B has found one elsewhere, but that bomb's coming B, and it is only Nerds. If you can bring down Nerds, you can set up the post plant, but he's making it as difficult as he can. All 4 for Nerds. The 5-man spray. An ace from Nerds to hold down to B and hold on to 3.
So important from Nerds. You know, didn't feel it. It's unarmored opponents for the most part. It's just a couple of upgraded pistols, but the impact,
they've recovered some rifles as well, man. If he goes down, it's a tough retake. Kixon, that's a very big aggressive change that hasn't resulted in what they were looking for. A double kill from Wonderful. No, this is a very forward position, susceptible to that Tech 9 from Bit in Palace. He'll dip. This is a golden opportunity, Chad.
Yeah, they're gravitating towards A as well, so if it's going to swing out Palace, JL's going to come up the ramp.
Oh, he doesn't finish it, but eventually gets the job done. Tessus, oh, he's so aware of the jump-up window as well. Throws a couple of cursory glances and bullets through onto Imma's position. Dexter's AWP on short will not be able to see too much now the smoke is being deployed. NAVI with 5 alive. Get themselves on the board on this T side.
Yeah, just the question about the hunt. Alexi's starting to have a look. You can see him creeping up Cat. At close angle now as Dexter joins Tessus on the retreat.
Is it a safe assumption that when you go for an aggressive call like that and it flops, nice shot from Dexter, is it safe to assume that that's something you're going to kind of put back in your back pocket? You know, you're not going to be looking to try and, you're going to be deterred from trying to take early mid space?
I think if we look at hold on a second.
Yeah, hang
this
on.
could be a very important part.
Oh, Dexter's done very well to hold on to his AWP.
Yeah, a shot that he doesn't even know exists, and then you compare that to a couple of the ones he missed down the stretch there on Dust2. Got a little bit wobbly, didn't he? But a saved AWP is huge, and Alex trying to bring the energy, but Heroic will continue to harass. They're a team who like to take those duels.
Well, here's his Exhibit A. Nerds charges up the guts of mid. A late flash! Bloody hell! Bloody hell! Alexi gets it done.
Yeah, but look at the room that's been taken over towards A and B.
He's up. Oh, Shadow, JL. Did he spot it? Seems to have a good idea. He's not pre-aiming it. Shush is up on that box. Util spotted. Rotation on its way. Kicks in support. JL past Shush's line of fire. JL wasn't ready for it, and Shushi profits! Finds himself the double. Wonderful. A necessary trade pulls them back into a winning position.
Might just be a save again, unless Dexter gets a premonition that the bomb's going down and pulls that trigger. Imma's already in a great position to punish on the save. Not going to let him get away with it 2 rounds in a row. He's going to drop out. Was the sound cue heard? Well, he's made a couple of steps. I think Dexter's been communicated that, but still hits the shot. Imma, big work. Tessus to find.
Nothing for Tessus here. Just trying to hold on to his M4 and not able to do that at the hands of Imma. 2 in a row for NAVI. That's a breakthrough.
Con smoke, window smoke. I've even got for cat smoke.
Flash
as well.
go! Dear. Alexi B down to Dexter just on a timing pull of the trigger.
You need to get some mid space. You've expended 3 smokes in middle.
And no one.
Timing!
One! Ooh, Shush just diverts his gaze a bit, pushes on the smoke. Wonderful gets tagged up, but overlooked is JL. Up on Tetris and pushing. Could find Nerds here, didn't spot him. Dexter's AWP is such a problem, but nice, so is the AK of JL. A double kill from him. Nade lands square on the jaw of Dexter, and a flash to try and relocate. Well, he's playing a very dangerous game. Imma not anticipating a second, kicks and trades the death of Tessus. And JL's doing it all.
3 bullets.
Can he come up clutch? This would be monstrous. And JL only needs the one! A one tap to the AWPer's face and the quad kill comes through. 1-man army for NAVI.
His aim was looking wobbly on that 3rd kill. He resets, he recenters, and he sends Dexter to the Shadow Realm.
Bop! The comms are, he's low. The comms are, I've hit him. 22 points of health. Dexter pulls out the sidearm, but JL, 1 bullet to the face.
But that was a miserable round. They go out middle. Dexter gets a kill through smoke.
He gets another from CT.
They try to take space towards A. Well, they're bringing the fight. They're not stopping on this partial buy-in towards Palace. Bit under pressure. The MP9 gets the dink. Tessus gets the trade.
That's something. That is something. A weapon, sure. Info as well. Palace clear. And heavy mid for NAVI.
Vent room clear is the most difficult part of this.
That's MP9. So deadly at this range. Wonderful. Dead as well. Pound for pound, the MP9 pulls 2 out of the equation for NAVI, and JL could very well fall to the air. 5-7 pre-game. Dexter's used his well. Finds out Imma. JL can't touch him, and Heroic pull off a half-buy conversion.
I told you, Vent room clear going to be the hardest of the bunch, and Nerds gets a double kill.
And JL's ready to profit from it, yeah. Heavy mid. Nerds bringing the fight. Spots out 1 on the cross, but he's so blind. Good night, Nerds. Fades to black thanks to Alexi.
Yeah, if you want to look at prep and looking for fights, use those 2 rounds where Alexi has killed Nerds and look at the focus for Nerds. That pip of the gap, but the flashes are perfect. Alexi's played in front and he's played behind the box, dealing with that aggressive play. This is Counter-Strike. This is the details that we love to see.
Tessus, ooh, he's a brave boy, is Tessus. He does poke his nose in window just before the smoke does plume. And Shush, his doom sealed by bit. Nice headshot on the ramp aggress.
Dexter's still here.
Yeah, they are running into the AWP. There is a world where he can start causing a bit of havoc. Oh, but missing that shot onto the bottom cross, then the follow-up wallbang does really limit his options. Flame bullets rain down on him. A white swing from JL and put a pin in this round. It's 6-4.
It's going to be a real shame if Heroic's run becomes a cautionary tale for the rest of the Counter-Strike world. If you're going to take a swing at the king, you got to put him down. going to be a pivot all the way back towards A. Imma's going to activate late. This forward position from Shush, it's inspired.
Oh, I don't know how good Bit is on clearing something like this. Shush had his finger on W. Just starting to try and push the issue, and it results in a nasty opening death.
Heroic are so split up now.
They're in trouble. Tessus cowering on the default box, about to be isolated by multiple flight paths. JL comes through, clears him out. Alexi good for Nerds, and just like that, the round disintegrates for Heroic. And Dexter, an entire round of patience. All he gets is Imma on the way out the door.
And this is the type of round for NAVI where they can throw a couple of bodies at the problem. Send one or two to see if you want to investigate, take this away. The loss bonus maxed on out for Heroic going into the final round of play coming up next. If you can remove the AWP, there won't be one to worry about. JL's got the memo. Alexi and Bit are hanging around with the bomb, and Wonderful's dealing with T-Spawn. So JL's the only one they're allowing to hunt. It looks like he could find Kixon.
Certainly doesn't look unlikely. Kixon's going to have a look at this, clear it out, and yeah, nice headshot. Might steal away the AK, depends how greedy he's feeling.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's Wonderful. He doesn't really want to push all the way in. He has an AWP. Maybe you drop it and they get a double AWP setup going into the final round of the first half. But all in all, this is probably the best half of Counter-Strike NAVI have played in this series.
Start their progressions. Shush first test. He's been having a quiet half on this CT side, and a missed shot from Wonderful. Shush overlooked completely. No! Oh no, Heroic! They need a hero. It has to be Tessus, but again he's caught with a nade in his hands. It's falling through their fingers once more. Hard to watch. As NAVI, they have hit a stride now, playing like the world number one.
Just kicks in the in-game leader 1v5, a completely impossible task, and as mentioned, NAVI with their best half of Counter-Strike in the series so far, and it's not too late. We're going to a break. NAVI, one half away from the grand final here in IEM Rio for 2024.
Disrupt the Heroic plan. Perhaps he has, just by being able to relay that information. He keeps poking, he keeps prodding, and he has delivered, or at least Bit in combination. What was that from Wonderful? 2 clicks to the USP, cleared out, owned. NAVI zipping up body bags left and right. Dexter's the only one left. He refuses to be a victim, takes at least one, but he is surely going to go down eventually. Takes their sweet time about it. Double kill for Imma. For a bit of Brazilian Counter-Strike history to unfold in our second semi-final. We need to find out who they'll be playing, the winner of that second semi. NAVI making a strong case for it, but the guns are out for Heroic, Chad.
Yeah, and JL, in this map, he's definitely gone and found himself. Dust2 was rough. This one, he's just been surging, looking for fights, and here he is again.
Yeah, he can do a lot with this. Tessus clearing through, instant reaction, deletes him. Alexi B's are already on notice on B. He has Wonderful in support, but with such low HP, it's awkward. And Tessus makes it even more so by catching Imma. NAVI needs something to change, and it is there. Dexter goes down empty-handed onto Wonderful, and he didn't do any damage. Tessus, he's doing it on his own right now. A triple kill, activates for the flank. Wonderful deals with him, but still Wonderful overlooking the potential. How's he done that? Wonderful gets a triple. Kingston should finish it, and it puts it onto Bit, but he's been handed a more manageable clutch than he anticipated.
Yeah, without a kit, still going to give this one a look.
Kit in front of him. And awkward off angle to clear. No, yeah, nails it. Perfect from Heroic in order to just show that they're not going to bow out of this final map.
Everyone should look down the line and thank Tessus right there for a massive performance.
Another use of NAVI smokes. They are delaying them. They're keeping the wolf from the door, but there's a timer on this.
Oh, head to head.
Good timing on that boost, though. He's in a powerful angle. Will we get the AWP peeking into him first? Imma catching Tessus is big. Oh no! Wonderful lets it go, lets it slip. Can't hit the shot. Shush has broken the door. He's made his way into the site. Alexi B tested. Long range fight. Can't seem to convert his Kixon. And there's another in the apps. Dexter spotted out. JL sees him. JL kills him. And now Nerds left alone in a 1 versus 4 that he quickly makes 3, but there's an AWP to get past, and he's only got 20 seconds to do it. There's nothing here for Nerds. Eats the flashbang, closing the gap, doing everything he can, and Alexi B puts a pin in it. Makes 11 a reality.
Subscribe to ESLCS.
How will they handle this then? set piece. And Wonderful ready to receive. Nerds cut down ahead of the play. Testis doesn't have the perfect weapon for a head-to-head with Imma in mid. JL cheats over to provide support. Wonderful heading CT to relocate that orb.
This lurk keeps options open somewhat. If he can find a gap, there's a way back in.
See how his search for a gap goes. Oh, and it's shaping up beautifully for NAVI. The perfect setup. One by one, drop like flies, swatted away. With 5 alive, not a point of damage done. And JL, he will be the one blemish on the record, but they've got 6 opportunities. All of that the enemies can download and ideate upon. Despite all of that, NAVI are just 1 round away with 6 opportunities to secure another grand final.
Just got to get past a bunch of pistols in a MAC-10.
Should be one of the easiest rounds they've seen on this CT side. Testing Imma's defense on Con. The flash is good, but so is the spray. Imma finds 2 for 1. Testis unable to get away, and there it is. 6 consecutive grand finals for NAVI. Sailing through.
NAVI are running on fumes, but Heroic is out of gas in the semi-final.
Chewy found a lovely opening tap on towards Cello, actually going up towards short on the B site instead. Torji is struggling a lot. Knives are out. Oh no! What's going on? Someone make a decision. Oh, Impact just puts an end to the madness, and thank you, Jimmy.
Look at all of them laughing. He was just hightailing it. He was
15 seconds. You have to plant. There's no one to cover you. Good clear from Flit. 10 seconds. Someone needs to be punching in that code. James is that guy. Gets it down. And Flit quicked on the flank. They're not looking at this pod's potential just yet. James distracts. Flash through. Only JL. Have they really recovered this? Playing a dangerous game. A couple of seconds to spare, but hang on a second! JL!
Brolin and Cave, Shuey behind Cube out towards long. And he'll back off when he sees contact, when he sees utility.
Oh, Shuey stuck around in front of that smoke, just enough time to walk away with a light CP. Bomb plant's coming through. A lot more needed if NAVI are going to find themselves in a competitive position. Flash gets sent out long. That'll unleash. Wonderful in JL, and they'll combine. Suddenly, just like that, NAVI back into the round. But Yimpat, he has broken many hearts. He has won many clutches, and this, oh, it's so close to another one. Yimpat chasing JL, who runs away, cowering away, running for his life. Yimpat, 1 bullet would have done it, but he can't connect it, he can't find it, so instead it's the defuse. Molly goes in, but he's stuck in. Oh! The Heartbreak Kid has got another one in him. He strikes again. A volley of utility being primed and ready to go in towards this A site.
4 defenders here. Furia, this is the defense you'd want.
It's the best case scenario for Furia. Brolin comes out of Palace. Skulls is lost. No one's looking at it. What? How has Brolin got away with this? Furia collapsed. No ferocious hold. Brolin just delivers 3 kills from Mouse. And the final blow for Furia in this round. It is just fallen.
And missed shot from Wonderful. He was trying to get the timing, but now he's getting walked up on. Look at the push. Look at the pressure. Shush just runs down the AWPer and delivers. Hickson gets one. That's Wonderful. In the spine, the AWPer goes down to the Dane. Imma, what can you do? There's just so much pressure. Raining down terror. Imma provides the covering fire. Now an idea is where both they are. They spot them out. And watch this. Both of them just standing in the open, delivering the frags. 2 kills from both of them, and now Gixon needs 2 to pick up the clutch. Double swing. Both towards the triple. He isolates one, pops the head of Imma. Now up to JL to save NAVI! And Gixon clutches up for Heroic!
We'll get the bonus money for his team.
Yeah, he's having a great game here, Brokey. 14 kills, 5 deaths. Let's see what else he can get out of this.
I just hear a water sound.
Yeah, you did. Just maybe stuck to his boots from the fountain, but another shot for Brokey.
Oh no, he might be cheating.
Yeah, he might be. He might be, you know. He's loaded up. Brokey looking to pull off in a ridiculous clutch. He's actually got away. They've chased after
dude.
him. Oh, dude, the time. Oh, okay, Brokey. That is so freakishly good.
And with the struggles of the T-side, if you win the pistol, you don't have to play a whole lot of T-sided rounds. So he's got them out to that hot start. If they can sustain and convert this second round, all of a sudden Vitality's living the dream.
He was just landing everything. It was 6 shots from Messi right at the end, and Vitality.
And there's no one outside of B. So he just smokes it right now. So this A defense is going to feel confident for the next 15 seconds. But they're making an information play. Just when Navi's lining up and Torji's got 3. And that leaves Jimpat on his own at this A site. Catches JL in the air. And there's the second round conversion.
Yeah, especially the fact that you're... What? Snax goes down. Modesty, what have you got? What have you got, Modesty? He's got a headshot, finds Calix, and has a good idea as where 2 of them are. One Heaven, one Cam. Piecing this together, trying to isolate these independent duels, but Woxic with the AWP is going to be smoked off. Zentaris can peek on this, but it's isolated. Hold on. Hold on. Modesty, a flash to isolate the duel. Woxic's dead too. This is beautiful Counter-Strike taking shape for Modesty. Here's a perfect demonstration. Modesty saving G2 after a disastrous start to the round. He cuts noise, implies he might be going B, and then Matcha mantles up! Modesty, a monster in the clutch!
The magic that Modesty can deliver.
It's with the pistol, 9-4. Torji just trading every single frag that comes out. Oh.
Yeah, nice clean shot at the end, too.
We know what he's capable of. In a 1 versus 3 with some low HP players as well. Techno, oh, on his head, the nade lands. The first of the clutches found. ZywOo maneuvers towards the ruins, anticipating this 2-man partnership. 9-10, isolated. He's individually isolated 2 of the 3. Smoke and hold, maybe. There's a kit not present. Mazinho going for a 10-second defuse against the Woo. This is surely going to end one way. He's just going to come and stab you in the back. He gets the first. Mazinho off the bomb. Spam away. And down to the knife. ZywOo comes up clutch. Let's go, Matu. Norbert and James to keep Inferno going. Ime with 21 frags total to clutch to close out a 13-4 on VP's pick. He's determined to make this the last round on Inferno is Ime. Norbert taking his sweet time. Jane, procedural bomb, ticking away. Time-sensitive mission. He has a Molotov. He pushes off the Jane! Through the smoke, and now Norbert. Smoke on the bomb will get him nervous. Ime can overplay his hand here. Takes the hit! Ime gets the job done!
A little bit of early damage both ways. Fallen gets dinged, Shuhei gets tied. Yuri has to let them up in towards Con because he's mollied out. Okay, Serato, will he be cleared? Anta is no. 1, 2, looking for 3. Oh, okay, Serato, what are we doing? Surely not the 4th. Serato, the man, the myth, the monster in this round. He looks for the 8 and he's going to get it. All 5, lines them up, mows them down. Sit down, says Vamos indeed.
Working toward mid. Smokes are up, Elise needs to be wary. Great counter nade, essentially down to 50. Elise should swing at any moment. Great flash, they're both so blind. He finds one, knife has to be out. He's got him! He's got him! Try gets embarrassed. Elise, he had only that option to go to, and he manages to get the 2.
Oh, it was an ace.
Yeah,
he got the last one as well.
the
Okay,
AWAP.
4 aces so far in Rio, just starting day 2 though. But yeah, Mezzi the bait, Spinks absolutely nails it.
Can't be baited into a fight with Yimpat though. There's 2 players there. Headshot landed. Quick switch to his knife. And Yimpat gets the swing on Robs.
Why is he so good? Why is this guy so good? Oh, Brokey. Okay, that's a little awkward. Yimfat's looking back up towards top mid, so puts Torji in another 1v2 clutch. He's got 1 coming in the halls. He probably has an idea about that. Certainly does now with the smoke, but he can use that smoke to his advantage. And can he get the scope up? Oh. Yes, indeed.
Oh, nice shot from Torzi. This one's for the map. This one's to close Dust 2. And Torzi sends Mouse through 13-7.
This is why people start throwing decoys to try and bait this smoke out. Now he waits, gets them smoked off. Flash, turn, dual Berettas, primed and ready. Techno, he's playing a dangerous game, but a very alert one. Turns to flash as well. Can he get frags? He gets just the 1. But Senzu! Oh! Senzu! Sends him back to spawn! Beautiful pinpoint accuracy with a USP.
And Mezzi can swing off of him as well.
Better pray that Apex can step up here, Mezzi. Yeah, alongside of him, they look to breach. They've got himself a double. And it's a good double from Apex. A time to strike. Yimpat against Mezzi. Mezzi's been quiet, but this would be a loud moment if he's able to step up that defuse. He's just sticking it. Oh yeah, you like that? Yimpat comes off it. He's got the headshot and the time. He's gonna hold it. No kid on his back, but he doesn't care. Finished by the Finn.
Star needs to be careful he doesn't get hard cleared here. That's the big issue. Oh, the spray does convert. Leaves it to Nerds. A wide swing, but time's going to be a problem. Cadian doesn't reveal himself, and oh, Cadian, naughty boy, gets the kill. Almost doesn't, but it wouldn't have mattered. The round was won, but...
Cello. Double doors swing wide open, goes into the fight against Wonderful, and Skulls is now alone in the site. He's done well. Second headshot's in, and he just cracks open Skulls. That is one hell of a clutch.
I mean, it is that we've kind of started calling it the kind of the Furia buy, the like SMG buy, when you're right on the edge of getting rifles, drop down and do the SMGs. Still plenty of danger, still chances to win those rounds, but it also gives you some money to play with moving into the future, which is why they're able to afford the AWP on Fallen in this round and the M4s on everyone else. What a round from Wonderful.
Senzu, not cleared. Tucked in, time was low. Electronic had to plant, some reason goes reverse triple despite Jane being in default. And Blitz waits. Oh, he bides his time and he gets his revenge on James.
This is one of his strongest maps on the CT side.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of obstacles in front of you if you're Mouse.
Crispy shots from Mezzi.
See if that's a common theme and if EF are ready for it. They've pivoted. It's a 2-2 split of the defenses.
Techno wasn't ready. Woxic, a quick scope, tracks the blitz swing. Oh, man. Oh, Woxic, he's having an absolute field day. It's a quad kill from Woxic. Locks down the site. Two smokes into the site. Mazzinho. Oh, he tracks Zantara. Is trying to be the evasive with his movement. And now another tap from Senzu could get them situated nicely. Good tracking. Everyone's hit their headshots. Oh, it's fallen apart for Eternal Fire. Okay, Mazzinho. 4 quick clicks of the USP. Break and go. Break and go. Better be perfect. Senzu can flash and push. This would have to be good. Techno will push with it. Second flash. Go on the second, he says. Flash and push. Blitz is dead. Flames' luck finds him, and it's too good, too easy. Techno has to do the impossible. A 1 versus 4. As he isolates the 2, they are running A, but he's ahead of the curve. Wait, what? Indecision. Flames, he hasn't gotten A. It's going to be awkward now. 10 seconds. Still short. Still short. 8 seconds. Techno, if he could just stop the plant. 1 bullet could do it. They are planting with a second to spare. Flash. Not bad. Flames throws one out. Where's Mezzi going? A wide swing. Comes down to Techno. Whoa! What a clutch! What an insane time to come up clutch! Techno extends play!
But they're not using that molly in this position right now. I am nervous for Mouse, but how many can Hulzer get with only a Famas? He reacts for 1, needs 2, gets 2, even 3 and 4. Hulzer from Sandbags. How have Mouse overlooked it? It's Shui 1 versus 4. He'll get caught by JT's MP9. I can't believe that.
And because it's the half bite, they don't have a kit. So Vitality just need a delay, just need to keep them at bay. And Zyru's position on the edge of this smoke, you can see all the bodies, and he doesn't need to see them to take them down. Almost a 3. Max is low, and Zyru just waits, buys his time, finishes his meal, and he's looking for every damn kill. Zyru on the warpath. Round is done, and it's an ace for Zyru.
That's why he is one of the best in the game, and Apex lets them know.
Behind the con smoke, Hunter, he's holding for it. Oh, God, Woxic's quick today.
Monacy clutch.
Has to be.
No kit.
Has to be. The Monacy clutch and catches Magic jumping around evasive maneuvers. Monacy has the cross, but the smoke, oh, there's a gap. He can work with this. Moxie gets across, he allows him to cross, and now behind the smoke, it's not the perfect weapon for the job. He's going for the defuse! Monacy reads it! 8-4. Is it workable? Can G2 take us the distance, or is this the last map they play in Rio?
Brolin seeing that he wasn't alone. Now Yimpat's hearing steps charging down to B, but can he deal with it? Spins back. Oh,
What is that from Yimpat? That is something special yet again from Yimpat, and he can't quite believe the play that he's just pulled off.
Try's got the new dualies, the Hydro Strike. What can he put forth here? Great flash. Oh my word, that was 2 bullets and he's got 2 kills. It could be more. He has munched them all up. Quad kill, could be on for the ace, but it's going to be stolen by Felt. Who cares? It's a clean-ass pistol.
Gets away from the Jame angle, peeking back into it with a missed shot. RERUN, though, should find it. Norbert with his second, JL yet to frag and a chance to do so. Oh, that's the JL signature one-tap. Jame is next victim, and he clutches up to get NAVI on the board. And they've got no resistance mid. There it goes. And doesn't do anything. Norbert has full vision, unloads his magazine. It's going to feel great. 4 kills. Sprays them all down. Give him the ace. Norbert, an ace. The bomb being planted now as Kixon punches in the code. And wonderful. Both coming from short side. A chance. Oh, and a shot. Wonderful connects. 29 and counting for the Orba. He couldn't finish it. He can't finish it. Nerds denies them. A double kill from Nerds.
Con smoke, window smoke. I've even gone for cat smoke.
Flash
as well.
go. Dear. Alexi B down to Dexter just on a timing pull of the trigger.
You need to get some mid space. You've expended 3 smokes in middle.
And no one.
Timing.
One. Ooh, shush, just averts his gaze a bit, pushes on the smoke. Wonderful gets tagged up, but overlooked is JL. Up on Tetris and pushing. Could find Nerds here, didn't spot him. Dexter's AWP is such a problem, but nice, so is the AK of JL. A double kill from him. Nade lands square on the jaw of Dexter and a flash to try and relocate. Well, he's playing a very dangerous game. Imen not anticipating a second. Kixon trades the death of Teslas, and JL's doing it all.
3 bullets.
Can he come up clutch? This would be monstrous. And JL only needs the one!
And that shot, oh, it's big, but he falls, and there's a way back. There's suddenly a way back for Mouse.
JL can stop it. Oh, can he? From CT Spawn, he's got the angle. A little late.
A little late, and so it falls into the 1v1. Imma could win the title for NAVI. Torzi, their best big game player, to try and keep Mouse in this, to get it into overtime. The Hungarian hunkers down, but Imma now realizes where he is. And the defuse tapped. Torzi doesn't peek, doesn't buy it, doesn't go. Shots come in, but Imma is the final kill. NAVI come back all the way.
Got performing very well inside the server. K Serato, star player, has been impressive, excellent here at IEM Rio. 1.56 rating coming into the semifinal. They're going to need each and every ounce of him today if they want to overcome Mouse.
First round of play begins. Torzi about to make contact. The first contact of the semifinal. He's not alone. He's got Exertion coming through the hut, who takes the initial dink, and the first 2 kills go the way of Furia. Yuri follows up, and it's down to just 2 for Mouse.
If you're Mouse, you got to have the conversation. Don't worry about a slow start, because the jitters in an environment like this in the pistol round have got to be wild. They've got to be crazy. And Furia's got this 3-on-1 bomb being planted now. Brolin's coming in hot, and he's got the first. He can't stop the plant, and he's going to swing on Fallen. There's one over in Decon, but it's Fallen to close it out. And a pistol for Furia.
Brolin nearly spoiling the party. Really spoiling the beginning of the game for Furia, but they've got the pistol run under their belt. Mouse yesterday in their playoff game, Jason, they had an incredibly quiet first map. They didn't turn up to the game with the attitude required on map 1. They were able to stay deep into the series, though, and recover it, which is something we haven't seen from this new Mouse squad yet.
And they've got that learning experience now of what it feels like to show up into this series in a slow start. Well, they might have another slow start here for a completely different reason, in that it's just got to be a crazy thing to acclimate yourself to the stage in the arena and the fans as you try and settle down and make smart decisions. They've got to be very cautious about how much they give Furia in the early going.
Good start from Torzi. pivotal player throughout the group stages for Mouse. I heard Yanko touching on expecting Torji to become a big problem here, and certainly a problem in this round is Brolin as Kesserado goes down, and this force fight right now is working out for Mouse. Furia are down to just 2 players, and Cello's left on 1 HP. Fallen whips his chance, and it looks like Mouse have confirmed themselves this second round of the game, 1-1, tying things up with a force fight victory. That is a huge step in the right direction for Mouse early.
It really is. That's exactly what you have to do. You turn it around in the second round for Mouse, and you quiet down this stadium. You get yourself a little bit relaxed, and then you can start to play comfortably.
That's one way you can deal with the crowd, is if you silence them, Jason. We've seen Heroic did that last year in 2023.
Well, this round's a little bit of a mess from Furia. Look how disconnected it is. The fact that Brolin with an MP9 is able to find 3 different isolated 1v1s, one after another. Furia not trading. They've been such a good team. They're actually the #1 team coming into this match in trading of all of IEM Rio, and that's a bad example of what they're capable of in that round.
Cello crosses, Exertion confident to play it red. It's 1 kill for Yuri, and a nice shot back from Skulls. Important that he finds that with the P250.
2 players have dropped down for Mouse, so the defense a little bit out of position. They're going to choose to get aggressive instead of fall back. Fury at the moment hits the pause button and just waits.
Yuri waiting, 2 players coming towards him. If this Tech-9 has a little bit of magic, now would be the time, but certainly not, as Brolin casts him aside. Second opportunity for Brolin in this round. Shuei will take that away from him, and it's just Kesserado left with his Deagle. He'll not be able to do much with it. 2-1 start here for Mouse.
2-1 start in a very light round coming up against the unarmored Glocks of Furia. So Mouse is going to love that. We touched upon, we all know the stage issues that Mouse have this year on the big stage. 2-4 in terms of matches that they've played on the biggest stages. Sure. They beat G2 on the stage twice. That's it. They don't have a whole lot of success. Their losses are all 0-2s. They have experienced some heartbreaking collapses this year, same with last year, and yet to get over the hump in terms of performances in these environments.
If you get over this is where you turn him from a young boy squad into a squad of seasoned veteran players. If you get through Fury inside of the Rio de Janeiro, now surely you'll get rid of those stage jitters for games to come.
Yeah, you'd hope if you're on Mouse, if you do end up going on to win the series, as you said, get over this with Fury in this environment. Yeah, that should be the catapulting moment where no stage in the world ever holds any more fear for you or the team. Be interesting to see if Mouse is going to be able to continue challenging. Brolin 7-1 to start this map, sees them drop down blinded.
Oh, the ball made it, did it?
Yeah, it did. So it's down there, maybe a plant. There is 1 player, Yimpat, watching for this. Yuri tries to slow it down just a bit, and now he's wrapped upon. Now there's no chance of that bomb plant, so 3-1 for Mouse.
Yimpat, you mentioned his name. He was the bane of Vitality's existence yesterday. Mouse had a bit of a collapse on that final map. It looked like from a 10-2 scoreline, they were maybe going to throw it all away. But there was 1 player that showed his class, and that was Yimpat. He got all 3 remaining rounds needed for Mouse yesterday in such an important game. We're going to keep eyes on him today because it doesn't really seem like he gets phased all that often.
He's going to be an important player for Mouse for sure. I think the really fun matchup between these 2 teams that we'll be able to watch throughout this entire series, Exertion and Kesserado. Kesserado's had that blistering group stage to get here, but both of those guys very active on the opening kill attempts for both teams. Both of them are up at one of their top attempts at opening kills. They love taking space. They love getting stuck into the fight.
Oh, and speaking of fight straight away, Cello getting involved. It's Shuei that's gone down. Kesserado out in the top site. Good damage. And the second kill from Cello in this round. It's Furia diving down, using all of the noise to their favor. They can just move swiftly and drop onto the head of Exertion. And Furia will burst through this A-bomb site for their second round win.
Yeah, you have to know Furia's going to love hitting this upper bomb site. They've shown it throughout all this lineup's time together on Nuke. From loving the map, from watching the amount of times they hit it, Mouse is going to have to be prepared. This time they get beat. Torji's going to try and save the op, but Cello wants to have something to say about it. Smoke is still up, and Torji watching for this exact peak. He's got an easy one. Good heads-up play, and the op does last through the round.
Yeah, it's going to be a really important piece for Mouse, but got to sort of chat with Fury on the days off leading up into the playoffs, and obviously on a human level it's very exciting to sort of empathize with what they're going to be going through. I mean, if you look at Fallen's career in particular, it's the most famous, the most storied. It's great that he's found himself at this late stage of his career back into a position where he's on the top Brazilian side playing in the playoffs in 2024 in Rio de Janeiro. But you look at some of the other players, you look at Cello, who's played through so many Brazilian teams but hasn't necessarily ever found himself consistently at the top of his own nation, and now he finds himself in Furia walking out into a Brazilian crowd.
It's been a long time coming for Cello. I mean, he played all the way back at the ESL 1 Belo Horizonte tournament as well, with guys like FNX, with guys like Phelps and KNG, 7th to 8th at that tournament. But you're exactly right. He's been able to work his way up through the ranks of Brazilian Counter-Strike to have a really critical role within this Furia team as they've gotten better and better over the last few months.
Utility ready to go in towards this top side. Smoke out to main. Skulls throws the follow-up flashes. And they're ready to go. Cello again at the front. Gets caught by Torsi this time. That same AWP working out for Mount already. But Skulls and Fallen, they have something to say about it. And Cacerado is right beside them. Furia tie this game up unless Torsi can make the difference. Nice shot on Yuri.
Yeah, how much do they want to hunt? How much do they want to see if Furia is going to give him one more kill? The bomb is actually, it's delayed as well because Cacerado didn't want to plant front silos as the smoke was fading. So he takes the risk behind silos. There is one up in heaven. And Torji's going to hunt for an extra kill.
Looking to rip this round out of the hands of Furia. Solid openers. Great take of that upper bomb site. When Demaus decides to go, and it's now. With that shot from Yimpat, the round is certainly back on. He's paranoid about a flank down lower, but Cacerado now detected. Yimpat with another one. This is what we call Yimpact. It's Cacerado left to the clutch, and the king of Rio de Janeiro is brought down by Torsi. That is one hell of a retake and recovery to the round for Mouse.
Yeah, the key is Yimpat. As we mentioned, as the desk mentioned as well, Yanko said they're going to need this guy, and once again he steps up in the clutch. That's massive. They weren't even really sure they wanted to go for it. They were hoping for a mistake the whole time, and Jimmy just gets that one peek out, takes that kill at Squeak Door Vent, and then it's on.
I mean, the start of that round felt so good for Furia. They found themselves in almost perfect positioning.
Yeah, back-to-back rounds, you've abused the upper bomb site. I know it'd be great for Furia. They would love to be able to establish that as a point of weakness on the map. Not this time.
I'm happy to see Maus not have that same quiet start that we've seen yesterday, but it's another quick play from Furia into a day. Nice opening shot from Cacerado. Torsi coming in to plug the gap. He's got Fallen alongside of him, even trading as Torsi dives down into the site. Exertion from main, straight through that smoke. Skulls no longer on the server. It's Fallen and Yuri, 2v3, and that AK goes down, leaving Fallen mortally wounded and taken down. 5 rounds to start this game for Maus.
Yeah, beautiful recovery after losing the pistol, and you can really tell Furia wants to emphasize that upper bomb site and make it something that Mouse has to worry about, but it's actually swapped now. That clutch, there were back-to-back rounds that Furia blew up into that bomb site, but that clutch from Jimmy and Torji was absolutely perfect to kind of stall this idea out, because now if you're Furia, you say, we've gone there 3 times, we've lost 2 of them. It's not going to be as easy. This chaos that the crowd is providing, it's not going to be as easy to hold on to this bomb site as we might hope and we might expect. Now they've got to go into plan B. Now they've got to start working outside. They've got to start working ramp room a little bit. If they continue trying to break the wall of the upper bomb site, it can be an issue. Mouse has outlasted the first test.
Yeah, first time out for Coach Sida. Was the assistant coach for Furia for so long. Starting this season, got the jump up to the head coach position. Has talked about how that can be quite tough. But he's got one of the most experienced in-game leaders alongside of him. We'll see if his timeout makes a difference, because the initial game plan for Furia has run dry. We've got to see those adaptations you were talking about, Jason. We'll see if they come in now. But Tech9's out. They're leaving a little bit of extra cash left over here for Furia.
And actually, oddly enough, I think they will switch things up in the gun round. And a round like this, you can always envision some kind of an upper bust or an upper rush. Fury's going away from it even now. Back towards outside. Cacerado to hold on to lobby. 4 players of Furia streaming around the red box at the moment. Tech9's in hand.
Smoke blasted open. Torsi not spotting much, but wow. Okay. Close towards that shot. Nearly taking Skulls out of the server, who unleashes himself through the smoke in towards Exertion. That AK able to stand strong. So Furia down to 4 players and Yimpat down to the B-bomb site.
There's a lot of players around him, though, and he can hear these footsteps. Torchi's over in ramp room. He's going to come start taking a peek to support towards control side. to give Jimmy a little bit of a break on this defense. But Fury, after making all the noise there, they want to set up Fallen for this flank, and they've got a good timing on the wrap. Unfortunately, Mouse 2 has cleared out lobby. They're going to come back around in through ramp room. Fallen out in the open. Now he's got to be the aggressor, forced his hand. And Mouse dictating the way this round is playing from the CT side.
Well, we bring it back to what Yanko was saying before this game started. I mean, if you're going to see Mouse take the win today, Torchi's got to be a big part of that. He has been consistently an integral piece to the squad, and he's had a hot start. 9-2, and this AWP, it's been active. It's all over the show.
Especially on the CT side, Torchi's off does some of its best work. And a huge efficiency in terms of opening kills. I think he's up at 70%, something crazy like that. But obviously just very mobile. He's one of those offers that makes sure that you can feel his presence at different points on the map, so it's always a question of where he's going to be. Let's help get them a 4-round lead, Mouse. And Furious next gun round coming in.
You say gun round, it's not going to be pretty. You've got a Galil and Casterado, 3 AK-47s, and Fallen still only on a Tech 9.
Man, you gave the guy with the 1.56 rating a Galil. What's the guy have to do to get an AK-47 around here?
Exactly. Well, let's see what he can do with that Galil instead. Exertion has been disruptive. I think that's the key word to describe his playstyle. He's outside, pushed up at red. Torchi spots a glimpse. And that information is going to result in a kill on Cello, and also frees up Exertion to get around the back of the smoke. Nips in, gets eradicated by Skulls in response, but a 3v4, tough to recover this for Furia.
And there's not really a whole lot aggressive that Skulls can do. I mean, Fallen just joined up with him, but he had the bomb, so there's nothing he can do to react once he gets that kill, because he doesn't want to lose the bomb out in the open. Furia's given up complete lobby control. So Fallen, Skulls, and Casterado hug the smoke wall close. There's a gap at the... Oh, this is the worst timing. Broken open, but not enough.
Yeah, not enough. That smoke stays intact just enough. Shot connects onto Fallen, but not enough damage to bring him down. But Torchi goes back out. And on the second time of asking, Fallen is toppled.
Yeah, but look at the way they're just getting whittled down as they progress across this map. They're nowhere close to challenging for a bomb site. They've already lost 3 players and still in danger of losing these 2. No smokes for them to do anything. Torchi's got free reign of this outer yard. Peaks a little too wide.
So be careful there, Torchi. But there's so many targets for Skulls to try and fight. Nice shot from Casterado. That's why you get him on an AK. A lot more needed, just impossible. They double peek him from 2 different elevations. Impossible for Casterado to make something out of that. Another round gone to the wind here for Furia.
And this is now the issue for Furia, is that these outside plays that they've ran haven't netted them anything at all. There's no success in that round to be happy about. The upper hits that you've been executing, Mouse has shown that they can handle and they can take them. So Furia need to find an answer, because Torchi's picking them apart outside, stalling them out. Brolin's doing the same job at the upper bomb site. And Yimpat's always there to close the rounds out. 7-2.
Once again, Furia forced into pistols. They've lost Casterado, at least from the dead. He's still impactful with a kill, but Shuey off the top with a hide. That's what we're talking about from Shuey. A double kill stopping any sort of chance that Furia might have been able to develop into, and it's shut down. This wall, this sea of blue, as Mouse continue to rack up rounds in this defense.
And I'll tell you, for as loud as that crowd was to start the game, it's awfully quiet right now. Mouse has shut them up. A second timeout used by Furia, down by 6 to talk things over.
And this is where we maybe start talking about the pressure that Furia feel when you come out, you see all those people in front of you, and you know you're here to perform for them, and you just can't get something going. That's going to start coming into your mind. Got to turn this half around.
It's a half in which they won the pistol round.
Yeah, only 2 rounds collected on this T side.
You can give yourself 1 or 2 more to close this half. It's all that's remaining. If you get up to 3, you've got a little bit of room to work with. 4, you'll start feeling a bit more comfortable as you switch over to the CT side. It's one of the last chances Furia have left in this first half. AK-47s across the board for round 11. Torchi going to be outside again, because why the hell not? He's been an absolute nightmare for Furia to deal with.
She's been a beast. Furia showing more outside presence. Now that they've returned to a buy round, their upper busts have run dry. Furia get a couple players out towards red behind those smokes. And Torchi is looking for someone that might push through them. He's got eyes on this possibility. Bomb makes it to secret.
There's no smokes left for Furia, so this bomb coming back to Mini would be very difficult. The last two players outside Skulls and Yuri, connecting with them in secret would be very difficult. I don't really know what the end finish is. Maybe they try and get down, force Yimpad away, and go up the vents to split the upper bomb site, but that's a huge ask.
Torj's got yet another kill, another opener for Mouse, followed up by Brolin, who just takes Keserato down in the lobby. And if you're Fury, you've got to feel like you haven't really done anything in this round. There's been no opportunity. It's just one-for-one fights all across the map. Finally, Cello stepping in for a kill. But Yuri ripped off the top of main. Torji once again ringing out in that kill feed. It's just Fallen and Cello left. Bomb at least planted. Cello's got to go massive. He goes aggressive and he catches Shui rotating down. But this flight from Brolin, they just weren't ready for it. And with Exertion beside him, Mouse continue to roll forward.
No problems at all for Mouse. Showing no issues on this stage in front of this crowd. It's been clean, it's been confident. There really haven't even been a whole lot of close affairs in this map. It's been just utterly all towards Mouse.
It felt like that clutch broke them, with Torji and Yimpact coming back in to retake that A site.
Yeah, that's the closest round. Everything else since then has been 3+ players surviving for Mouse. They've had no issues. Torji's 17-2.
Furia searching for one extra round to close out this first half. It's been a disappointing show, whatever way you sort of chalk it up, but one extra round can make the difference. Got to maximize this halftime break. Only 3 minutes to work with, but you need a pause.
As I mentioned when we started this series, like, it's unfathomable before this event began to think that Furia would be in the semifinals. When you look at the run that they had in the group stage as well, 2-0 over Navi, 2-1 over Mouse, 8-13-7 over FaZe. Like, you can't mess with that run. They beat some incredible teams back to back to back to get to this position. And that's when you're just like, yeah, they can replicate this.
Going, yeah. Torji though, he's waiting for the ramp. Oh, missed shot from Torji.
Haven't been many of those today.
Yeah, no, there has not. But Cello got himself into secret. Exertion just walked in blindly, loses his life, and finally, Furia have got an opening kill to play with that goes untraded.
Yeah, and it's finally because they've been able to take map control and forcing people to move.
Again. He's just always behind them, Jason, in this game so far.
Yeah, he's been super proactive, but also Furia's taken their sweet time with this 4-man pack unit that's gone towards ramp room. So it's giving time for Mouse to react and search the map.
There's nowhere to back off to here for Torres. He's just got to be perfect in his angle selection.
4 kills, 1 for everyone, or 4 bullets, excuse me, 1 for everyone.
Oh, and gets 1. He was very quick on the trigger to get that 1 kill, but Fallen making sure that he trades. But look who it is again. The Reckoning. Yimpad, double door swing wide open, bomb plant denied. And Furia with 15 seconds left, they've only got 2 up. It's the Fangs of Furia, Keserato and Yuri. In this first half, they have been blunt. And with 9 seconds, Keserato needs to sharpen himself. But as soon as that bomb plant attempt comes in, Mouse deny it. And it has been a silent first half from Furia. Mouse in full control.
Furia spent the last few days dreaming of this moment that they'd walk out onto this stage, the plays they'd make that would get their countrymen up on their feet, but that dream has turned to a nightmare. That fire turned to ash as Mao's come out hot, 10-2 lead, burying Furia, but beneath their own hopes. And now they've got to dig themselves out, but is it even possible?
It's got to start with a pistol. It's got to start with some life in this Furia squad. They won the pistol in the first half and just a sporadic round in the middle of that, but only 2 mustered on the T side. It's got to be one hell of a defensive half here from Furia. And Miles came into this event talking about how they changed their strat book, they changed so much about their team. So far, it is working well.
It's been working great today. A few more struggles yesterday that they managed to overcome. They haven't had any of that difficulty this afternoon. Exertion's going to lead the way in towards ramp room. Fallen doesn't want the fight. There's already a player downstairs, the lower site. That's Cello, but he is on his own.
Fallen drop it all the way back, but Cello has to be the player to step up, and oh my god, not really too much you could do about that.
And nobody's close by. Nobody's close by to try and recover this, to have helped out Cello, even if they were there. It's Torji up in the air, going to be able to get down safety. There's more fights as Maus take over control side.
Under 1 minute left in this round. Maus now putting that bomb down. Furia have got to play retake. How is Brolin always behind him? Once again, he had a chance, but Skulls able to turn back in time before Brolin senses the execution, and it's going to work out for Skulls in the end. Runs out of ammo though. Kesserado has to come in and back him up. 2v2, remember, bomb still planted.
No kit.
And no kit on either of the 2 remaining players' backs. Yuri needed that. He needed it quick, and he hasn't got it. Even on the second time of asking, not chiming in. Kesserado has to go up next. Has to clear our tours. He certainly will. And now Yimpat again.
You have to stick it.
The Finn lines them up. Kesserado on that defuse, and Yuri will stop it. Furia win the pistol, but the time it's close. Actually, it's real close. Just about. In the final seconds, that defuse is collected. That was close, Jason.
Yeah, that's going to have to get that to bring some energy to Furia. A close win. Nice cover from Yuri after the struggled shots from ramp room. Him and Kesserado work it out. The body blocking and the headshot. So the second pistol for Furia, it's 3-10.
Wow. They couldn't have gone on at a more perfect time.
But hold the phone. Remember, they lost the second round in the first half. With that bomb plant, as we all know, Maus is going to have a solid buy. Galils are out in the field. Mac 10, Tech 9, and utility. And if Furia want to make this crowd starting to believe they can have a comeback, they have to capitalize here. They've got to give themselves a hot start on this CT side.
Little gap. Fallen. Lands the shot. Exertion, half of his health gone in an instant. Cello tested at ramp as well to peel away with Brolin. He'll drop down and not fully into the bomb site. He's going to stay around ramp for the time being. Yuri defending Exertion to push forward into garage. Maus not making the most of it just yet. Good start from Furia.
Cello's in the same spot as he was in on the pistol round when Yimpat gave him the jumping shot. I don't know if Yuri has that piece of information though, because he's about to get sidelined.
Okay, this is a little rough. Now Yimpat's going to clear Yuri. We know how solid this can be when Yimpat gets going, and another kill, drawing it closer and closer to Maus, pulling this one back, and they've got it into a 2v2.
It's a miscommunication somehow. Yuri had no idea that Cello didn't have him covered from ramp room. That's a free kill, and it's all come crumbling down. Kesserado, oh, he falls as well.
Oh, it was such a good start for Furia. Fallen has to recover it, and he's only got a scout. They can't afford to let this one go, and it's about to fall through their fingers.
I think he has to. Oh, he's got no kit, he's got no utility, and now Torji's gotten away as well. You might as well save the M4 for the next round, because you aren't winning this.
That has got to be one of the most frustrating rounds for Furia. You mentioned how important it was to start building on that pistol when you can't afford to drop it. They got the 2 opening kills.
That was, I was going to say, that was either a 5-on-3 or a 4-on-3, but that level of miscommunication,
They're going to want that one back, but they just can't have it back. It's now 11 rounds for Maus. They are getting closer and closer to taking this first map away. This is Furia's map pick. They decided to go to Nuke in the group stages to open up this tournament just 5 days ago. Furia defeated Maus 13-8 on this map.
Well, that's why we always say it's so hard to beat the same team twice in an event, because you know Maus went back last night, this morning, when they realized they were playing Furia in this. They likely knew, we have to figure out this nuke. They trounced us on it. Let's look through it with this new lens of the new playbook that we're using and see what we can adapt and change to overcome them. And they're proving that they found the answers.
Fallen said that as well before this game started, saying how when you're playing that same team again, it's a different beast. It's very difficult.
Well, hey, I got bad news for Furia because it's going to be the same thing on the second map of Mirage. They played that as well in the other series. Now they've got it one more time.
Well, they were crushed 13-5 on that. Great start here from Exertion. Yuri goes down and not the star Furia desire or require. Might as well take that 5v4. They'll settle into the round. There's lots of time to play with.
Skulls and Hut on his own. Trying to hit a timing on the jiggle for someone to start swinging into his position. Doubled up over in ramp room, one boosted. Cello going to try and lure them into the trap. He's got a good dink on Brolin, but he wants them committed.
Kesserado. Can this 5-7 really come together? It's one and not a second. Effective trading from Mouse again, and they stop Fallen from finding impact. Skulls into the lobby and destroy. It is map point for Mouse on Nuke.
And there's a little bit of a stage factor in that round. You could see Kesserado boosted up, missing the first player coming beneath him who was able to take out Cello for free. Cello's expecting him to be able to stop that play.
I know you're really good, Jimmy, but calma. A little bit slow down, you know what I'm saying?
But there is no slowing down this situation.
Nice, Jimmy, fucking see, bro.
I just gotta keep going, and I'm working.
Yeah. But that stage environment with the crowd going crazy will mask those footsteps, and Kesserado never heard it. 9-round lead now, and nothing to fight with for Furia. This is a last gasp that really has no strength behind it.
Well, those familiar conversational comms from Malice even working up there on the stage. Why wouldn't they be? 12-3 up. The main competition in their communication right now is a battle between Torji and Yimpat for who is going to top the charts of their own squad. Cello to defend ramp with a P250. He's got Fallen to come and help. That'll soften up the first player, but Cello unable to connect his shot to bring him down. And Furia fall to just 4. Another 5 versus 4 round for Mouse, and one that they feel comfortable to close on.
No one on Fury is even in double digits. Just the sheer fragging output for the Brazilian side is nothing. Yuri gets baited into an early shot. He finds one. That's his 7th.
Down to the door. It's just bad to worse for Furia at the moment. Won 2 pistol rounds. 2 out of their 3 rounds on Nuke are pistol round victories.
Had no conversion in either of them. This has been a dismantling of Furia. This is the Fury that we had in the events leading up to IEM Rio, not the Fury that we got at the group stage. And they're getting exposed.
Well, just Skulls. And they would have dreamed of this moment days off, building into the playoffs, but it is Mouse, the only squad that has turned up here in Rio de Janeiro. This semi-final is comfortably in control of the Mouse squad.
Morreu! Rádio é meu, terra. Pode cat. Ei, terra. Pela do Milo. Rádio é meu. Vai CT. Abre o CT. Dá paquete alguém? Dá paquete? Eu não. Dá pé, excuse. Atrás. Swing? Hot. Play on me.
3, 2, 1. Go. Nice, Adam.
Nice, good job, Adam. That's what I'm talking about, Adam. Well fucking played.
Bora, sai. O 3.
Fura.
Esquerda da rampa. Bora. Turbo.
Bora.
It's so funny, we win around, we want to celebrate, and there is full silence. I love this shit.
Don't go, guys. Don't go. Tá bom. Nice. Good job, guys.
Well, you wanted a semifinal, and you got it, whether you like the outcome of this first map or not. 13-3. That is right. Almost, and basically a non-starter here for Furia. Let me bring you right on back into the Intel Extreme Masters, live from Rio de Janeiro, down here in South America. That's Brazil, to be exact. Yanko, Steel with me, and yeah, a little bit of a non-starter situation.
That was pretty impressive from Furia, Trace. You win both pistols and lose 13-3, like that takes some effort, no?
Yeah, you're right. You know, we always talk about winning that first round, but that second one, you ain't getting that.
That's the dangerous one.
That is the dangerous one. Josh, what did you take from this, other than the fact it was a little lacking in certain areas?
Well, I think one big thing was Dinko was right. They got broken on that round 6. Basically, they just fell apart. It was like 3 upper hits in a row. The first one looks nice and clean. Second one, still winnable situation, 3v2. Third one, they got stuffed, and then they just go eco rounds, avoid upper. They go outside. What does that mean? They walk into the Dragon's Den. Torzy out there with the op, starts just laying them out. I think right there, Furia got crushed. I mean, yeah, we talk about round MR12, we talk about getting that second round. Maybe they could have had a better approach, a little bit safer, not get split apart by those MP9s, but man, that, I mean, you're right. After you see that start, you're thinking, how do you only have 2 rounds in that first half?
It's true, and you brought up round 6. Take a look at this. This is what you're talking about.
I mean, look, this is incredible from Jimmy, right? I mean, you're wondering first, do they really want to go for this 2v3? They seem a little bit out of position. Look at the movement from Jimmy. Look how he finds information on where the players. That's an incredible shot onto Skulls. Now he's solving the puzzle. No one is lurking. Okay, one guy has to be under me. He finds him, expects the double peek, expects fall and kills him as well. Now he waits for his teammate to come in, to come closer, right? Torji does, trades Jimmy, and this is just a 2v3 that was really difficult, made look incredibly easy by the Mouse players.
And we actually got the listen in for that play as well. They were talking about like making sure that the Hut player was in position, and then they said 3, 2, 1, they double swing. So as Jimmy's coming out of heaven, his teammates actually also swing out of Hut. They just didn't know exactly where K-Serrato was there.
Yeah, and it brings us to sort of a conversation we had yesterday. We talked and looked a little bit at map 1 for Mouse yesterday. Really a non-starter as well, but that's not the case anymore. We can kind of look at these ratings and they'll tell you a little bit of that story. Shuei likes to play in the studio.
I mean, this is always skewed a little bit as well because you'll have better teams in the playoffs just inherently, right? So it's going to be tougher, and Mouse